Hey everybody, welcome back to another oh my god, you guys are the worst. I always try. I'm starting over. I'm hitting pause. No, I'm gonna hit it.
There's a rule.
Welcome to another episode of Dragon Heist with Crit and Fumble, where this is a podcast, a D&D podcast. By the way,
I thought this was a radio show.
It's radio.
Well, look here, lady. What's radio?
So if you're still there, we're a D&D podcast that sometimes roll dice and tell stories, mostly make jokes on mic, but we do all sit around.
Mike?
I'm hitting. You know what? That's it. I'm starting over.
No, are you kidding me? This is so good.
Do you think we actually make jokes? Like, do you think that people actually listen and think that was a legit joke, or do they just think it's like buffoonery?
I think it's
100%.
a little bit of both. You know, I think it is fun to laugh at people.
Yeah.
Or with them.
But I mean, do you think they're laughing with us?
Yes.
I hope so.
Or at us.
I think we're really funny.
Speaking of laughing at us, let's do a quick introduction of everybody so you know who you're laughing at. To my left.
I need a character sheet to find out who I am.
God.
Well, this is. Hang on.
Well, you're Dwayne.
Oh, it's Dwayne. I'm just. Let me read my sheet, Bree. God. And I play Roho. He is a paladin, and he is a half-orc. That's all I got.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
To Dwayne's left is me, Tash.
Tash, that's right.
I play Mog, who's a cat man. That's one.
Yes.
Yeah, we have to.
Of course.
Oh, hey, I'm Brienne, and I'll be playing Calliope Dervish, Tiefling Fighter.
Was the Catman a song in the 70s? It's
You
like in my
You're
head.
Isn't that
thinking of
Scatman?
Batman. Or Scatman,
Scatman.
maybe.
Oh.
I'm the scared man.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, thanks. That was going to be in my brain all
That was a
night.
big
Trying to
hit.
sort
Wow.
that out.
Mm-hmm. I actually really like that song.
Did you?
I still do.
We just lost 20 followers.
Oh, that's all of them.
Oh.
And I am Neil. I play Obsidian, a level 2 mastermind rogue.
And I'm Gavin, your campaign dungeon master for Dragon Heist. It's been fun so far. I'm enjoying playing a module. If you checked out our previous seasons, it was a mix of myself and our buddy Rob, who moved away. Damn you, Rob.
Damn you.
So
Who's
I'm
Rob?
He's still.
You know, you hate to see him go, but you love to watch him walk away.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
That's a bum joke.
That felt like a bum joke.
Yeah.
It was.
Lost my train of thought.
Unless he walks backwards.
Anyways,
Then it's a front bum joke.
So this is our first module, recorded module, and I'm enjoying it so far. Just wanted to say that.
Yeah, me too. It's
Yeah.
like,
it doesn't feel as rigid as I thought it would feel, like
Yeah.
a written campaign, you know?
I think maybe they've learned over the years, because a lot of people used to complain about that. They wouldn't run modules. People wouldn't run modules, apparently, because they felt very, very railroady. And then when your players inevitably go off and do whatever the fuck they want, you're like, great, now like this module is useless. So the way they write them now is actually really intelligent in the way that Dungeon World's another like RPG that I read up on, and I associate it closely with that because they use something called fronts, which is sort of the big bad, or there's multiple big bads. They're doing their own thing, and it's sort of a checklist of shit they're going through.
Right.
And whether you do anything or not about it, though that checklist
Still
is
happening.
happening, right?
Yeah.
So as the game progresses, I loop it up and go like, okay, well, they haven't addressed this yet. It's starting to happen, and it gets in your face.
Yeah.
Right? But if you had addressed it, then it goes down a different path, like cause and
Right.
effect. So
that makes sense.
It's really
I like
neat.
that. Because it
Smarter.
also, like, you're not, like, driven to do anything. Because I think that can be a big problem. That's something I remember, like, when I first started playing D&D, there'd be a lot of times where, like, I could infer what the DM wanted me to do or what felt right for the story. So I would, like, do that even if it wasn't the right choice for my character. Does that
Right.
make sense? Like, you
It
kind of
totally
be like,
does.
oh, well, you know, it really seems like the DM wants us to go into this building, but, like, you know, I can't think of why. You know what I mean? Like, I think you can fall into that trap, but...
I haven't felt it at all. Like, I haven't read this campaign, obviously.
Other than when
No,
we
but-
started and we were in the library and we were
Well, Gavin,
kind of given no other options other than
Yeah, he's like, get
than
through the fucking
this
portal.
is how you're going to start this game.
That was,
Wait, that was a
in this-
one-shot.
Yeah, that was a
Oh,
one
we
shot.
didn't
record
yeah.
that?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that wasn't on this campaign.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
wasn't on this campaign. You're thinking of
Whoops.
that one
Like,
shot
how
we
come
did.
I wasn't there for that? I don't even remember that.
Yeah, we
It
don't
was-
invite you for one shots.
Oh.
no,
You were there.
You were there,
That
wasn't
was
it?
when we did Gavin's backyard.
I feel like that was dirty for some reason.
I don't remember, Kevin, but what did you do to me?
Good thing I mowed the lawn back there.
Oh my
No,
god.
I think I do remember that.
Play the music.
I just mowed the front lawn.
And with that,
No, your nurse did.
you know what?
Adventurers, grab your weapons. But first, kiss your kin. The wilds call, a timeless brawl. Now we roll for initiative. Good and evil fighting for the win. Crit and fumble, critical hit or just a fucking fumble. Cast thine eye on the rolling die. Legends rise on its battle cry. Time to rumble, crit and fumble, critical hit or just another fumble. War is waged on the table stage. Untold sagas of an ancient age. Crit and fumble.
Dun, dun. Woohoo!
Yeah, one day we'll fill in that. We'll be our feet will be like big enough to fill in the theme song.
You think so?
Yeah, we'll be able to.
I'd love to acapella at one time, like if we all
Like
actually
barbershop?
did. Yeah, it would be so good.
We're gonna learn to harmonize.
Yeah.
Oh dang!
That
Is
should
this
be
where
like
I
a-
find out that you guys are actually all great singers? Do you guys
I'm-
want to
I'm
start
so
a
bad.
band?
Let me go. No, just so last episode. This is episode 5. Last episode we ended with Obsidian disappearing down into that alley, hoping to. I don't know what your plan was there, but
I feel like there was a tactical decision there.
I think that Obsidian was just trying to be a badass.
I think so.
That's
think
how
Well,
I
I mean, he
He
wasn't. He is
overestimates-
an
They.
assassin. Oh, sorry. Fuck.
They
They are an assassin.
no,
No, not an assassin.
they're a mastermind
Mastermind.
rogue.
mastermind rogue.
So they're not really a very good assassin.
Interesting. So
But they
you're gonna-
want to be.
I feel like Obsidian spent so long working in like the diplomat world that they're just really craving to be like an adventurer, and so they're like, this
Yeah.
this is an adventurous move.
Yeah.
I feel like they also probably think they can talk anyone into anything.
Yeah,
Because
they
of that.
definitely think that
Diplomatic background.
It's
Yeah.
kind of cocky.
a little bit,
Yeah.
kind of a snob.
Yes.
I've decided to embrace the snob part.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
So we ended off there with Obsidian getting their butt kicked, or starting to, and then your friends arrived and managed to make quick work with. I mean, actually, Obsidian made the killing blow, so there's that.
Yeah.
But so yeah, that's where we end off. I'm sure you listened to that episode, so I won't recap everything. Before that, you were on your way on behalf of Mert from the Harpers. You met him at the opera. So now you're on your way to I forget the exact area of town. It's like Central Castle Ward, maybe. Anyway,
Yeah.
to the Hawkman statue.
Hawkman. I remember
Yeah.
Hawkman.
Hawkman.
To the Hawkman statue, because you learned from the talking cart horse, Maxine,
Maxine, yeah.
that is where she had recently dropped off some Zent operatives, and you were trying to find the new Zent hideout
Right.
on behalf of
and
the
we saw some guys up ahead,
Yes.
and then there was guys behind. And
ex-
then
Yes. And then that took you into the alley for the battle. So we will continue on, fast forwarding just a little bit from there. So you've cleaned up in the alley. Rojo has his axe on his shoulder, gives everybody the one-liner and the wink to the camera. And now you find yourself at this beautiful market square. It's getting late day now. And the market's still relatively busy. Kind of hustle and bustle about, but most of the shopkeepers are like, you know, those big tents that have like the wood crates in front of them. They have all their wares out and stuff. They're like all packing that crap up and started pulling into their shop. But there's one individual that sees you enter, and he's actually sitting around the stonework where this large statue is, the Hawkman statue. And you look up, and it's a couple stories high. It's quite a grand thing. You guys would have seen it before, so I don't know if you'd be that blown away. You're all from the city, so you see these large statues, but they're 2 to 3 stories high. Very epic looking monuments.
And everyone knows that they're like guardians, right? They come to life and if they need to save the city.
Yeah, they're essentially like enchanted, guardians that are just stonework right now, but come alive to protect Waterdeep should they need it. But this gentleman that's sitting on the stonework catches eye with you, and he looks at you. He's quite excited and puts his hand up, stands up with a bunch of stuff in his hands. It's kind of like just got a whole lot of paperwork, and it looks like sticks or something like that, and he shuffles towards you. And as this man approaches you, you can see first of all, he's barefoot, doesn't have any shoes. He's got kind of like tattered clothes, sort of like overalls, and he's got this straw hat that is probably it looks ancient. There's almost like little holes and stuff in it, and underneath it is this messy set of dreadlocks, kind of a half poorly grown goatee. It's all patchy, and he approaches you, and in his hands you can tell is paints and like canvas work and stuff. And he's like, "Oh, welcome to the square. Paintings, only 5 silver. Can I interest you in one? You're a big fellow. I feel like I think I've seen you before." And he gestures towards Rojo. A painting for you, sir. 5 silver. Actually, 4 silver for you.
I'll take a painting for.
Okay,
4
well,
silver.
over there is my setup, just back by the statue. If you don't mind,
Sure.
I'll sit you down. And any of you are welcome to join, please.
Going to paint us.
Oh, yes, it's what I do. But come, I'll show you some of the work that I have. It's very nice.
So I'll give him 4 silver. I'll give him
Okay,
4
so
silver for
he spins around and takes you back to where his easel is. And you can see him set up, and he seems legitimate. Like he's got, like you go down to like, we live in BC, but Victoria, where like those guys have like the painting set up, and it's like it's caricatures and things. He's got like that.
He's
You
like
can
an
see-
art busker.
Yeah, he's like an art busker.
Street artist.
What
Totally.
what are his neighboring stalls beside him?
The neighboring stall. Hold on, let me look. The neighboring stall to his right would be a butcher, and neighboring stall to his left just looks like tapestry or like kind of knickknacks. Like it's like it's not a specific shop.
Obsidian's gonna go browse with the knickknacks.
Okay,
while
sure.
they go get their painting.
Okay, so they're packing up at the moment. We'll get back to that in just a sec. So he sits you down, and he's like, "Oh, so what brings you to the market square?" And he's setting up like his easel and his paints and stuff.
Well, you brought me here to paint me.
I'm sorry. I'm confused.
No, Rojo, I think he meant
Yeah, why?
broader sense.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Sorry, your
What?
your friend there. Actually, you're very peculiar. I haven't seen many of your kind around here. I'd love to paint you next. That would be fantastic.
You could paint me sitting on his shoulder like a parrot has a pirate, but put my face, but not on a bird's, but just like a mini cat on his shoulder, right? That'd be
I'm
funny.
not paying for that.
That's weird, but we could.
We could do separate.
Yeah, we'll do
paintings. That's
separate.
fine.
We'll do
Yeah,
separate
that's
ones.
true.
I could be on your shoulder like a parrot.
I love that idea.
What's the painter's like vibe? Like I want to know. Calliope's very suspicious. Calliope's like standing back and like kind of like has her shoulders up and she's like scowling and looking around. So I want to know if I feel as though he approached us just legitimately to be like, yeah, I want to paint your portrait, or if there's some sort of like motive here. I have 3 hit points. I'm feeling suspicious and wounded.
She's just
I'm like
pissed off.
limping along. I'm like, can we go back to the tavern?
She's like, "You guys want to paint right now?" Okay. How is Calliope doing that though? Or like you just staring at him? Like, give me an idea of like how are you discerning what's up with this dude?
I mean, what I'm angling for is an insight check, but I don't want to say that.
well, I know. But,
I think
So
I'm just
meta.
trying to like
like, are you looking over his paintings or looking in his bag, seeing if he has like daggers in there or something?
No, I mean, I think I'm just like reading his body language. Like, Calliope deals with a lot of shady people, like just through her like bounty hunting work. So I think she's just kind of like, like looking at him, looking for any kind of like telltale signs of like maybe, he's not what he seems. Like, does he have a hidden tattoo that could be like gang related? Does he look shifty? Is he looking at Rojo in an appraising way? Or do I see any little boys around that are going to like steal from us?
I love this. I love this.
Like, that's what I'm looking. Calliope's
Okay.
just looking around, looking at him.
Go ahead, give me an insight check.
This one, Obsidian is feeling the same thing and
Okay.
pretending to glance at the tapestries, but watching the crowd, looking for if anyone's
Roll my Calliope dice.
coming in, if it's a trap, if there's like
Like
people looking at like if the painter is trying to distract the party, that kind of stuff.
interesting. Okay, you could do. Let's call yours an insight check too, instead of perception because you're actively looking for it. How'd Calliope do?
11.
11. Okay, let's see how Obsidian does.
7.
So with everybody packing up, it's rather noisy in the square, and it doesn't look, like people are shutting down stuff. This gentleman that you've been talking to at the tapestry is actually quite distracting. You're engaging in conversation with him, pretending to listen, but I feel like he is actually engaging you enough that it's distracting Obsidian. And Calliope, this dude is just, he looks like a straight up hippie off the streets. Like, you don't get any vibe from him other than he's like just trying to quickly settle one more client before the end of the day. Everybody's packing up and he's like, dear God, new blood in the square. I need to paint these people so I can eat at the end of the day. It is what you get out of it.
Oh, okay.
So we'll come back to Rojo and Mog. So what brings you to the square? And he's just like, you can tell he's in a hurry. He's scribbling up this painting pretty quick. But
Why?
what's
shopping.
Yes.
Shopping. Yes.
In the square.
Yeah.
Oh, to
Shopping.
get my portrait done, obviously, for sure.
Yeah, don't you know who he is? He's
I'm
pretty
Rojo.
famous. He's pretty well known.
Well, I actually did. You did look familiar, but I don't recognize the name, so I'm sorry. I do sometimes paint at the palace, though, for Lady Silverhands. Do you have a portrait there, perhaps?
No, probably not.
Okay.
No.
Well, whatever the case, I'm honored. Thank you, Rojo.
Rojo.
Good. Yeah. I'll sign it with Rojo, and then maybe you could give it to a fan.
Nice.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Shopping. Yeah, you must not be at the Market Square very often. The Hawkman Square. It does close at sundown, as it's dusk now. Not much shopping left. I know the butcher is open maybe for a little bit longer. The tapestries are shutting down, and then the rest of the jewelers have already taken up for the night. So, a little late for shopping, but I'm happy to do as many paintings as you'd like. And he keeps painting.
Just one for me.
Okay, very good. Well, yes. And he just continues painting on. The gentleman that Obsidian had gone to, you could tell he's trying really hard not to sound racist in this, but he's like of Asian descent. You know what I mean? Like you can tell he's not Caucasian, right?
Yeah.
But he's like human male.
Yeah.
And he's kind of like working through all like his different tapestries, but he's also got these like little baubles and stuff like look like they've been handcrafted out of wood, and look like they would be hand carved. Like these aren't machines.
Yeah.
And he's just sort of like, is it? Does anything look interesting to you?
I find
almost
these,
done for the day.
I find these wood carvings quite beautiful.
Oh, well, thank you. Not my work, it's my wife's.
Oh,
Yes.
do you have any of horses?
Of horses?
Quite
No,
like horses.
I don't believe I do.
Oh.
Most of them are round, and he takes one down and opens it up, and it's meant for, it's like a storage device.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna just pick one up and examine it and look at it.
Sure, okay. Yeah, when you go over it and open it up, it looks like just a very intricate little bauble.
How much?
Oh, those are only 10 silver.
10 silver.
Yes.
Oh.
You
Well,
won't find them anywhere else in Waterdeep.
Yeah, I have 8 silver on me.
End of day, 8 silver will do it.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
Did you want this one, or did you want to see the rest of them?
I quite like the one I have in my hand.
Well, it's yours.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll pay him.
Cool.
I'll go and stand close to the painter, fiddling with my new wooden silver object.
Yes. Sounds good. So you've spent a little bit of time there. Obsidian's been standing around for a while. As he's doing this, do you guys do anything else, or are you just letting him finish the painting?
Just let him finish painting.
Okay. Yeah. So he spins it around to you eventually, and it's like, it's okay. You know, it's a painting of a somewhat looking Rojo large green half orc, and hands it to you, and you can see almost in like a calligraphy writing, he's written Rojo on it, and hands it to you, and he's like, it's been a pleasure. I'm actually used to more chatty patrons, but that's fine. That's probably why this is one of my better pieces, is that you didn't move too much. So it's there you are.
Thank you.
May I ask you, painter, the portrait you did of Lady Silverhand, was it the one of her in the green gown?
It's the one at the back of their palace entrance. Was it a green gown? I don't believe it was.
Oh.
It may have been. I believe it was a silver gown. Yes.
I was pretty sure it was green. I used to work there.
Oh, you worked for Lady Silverhand.
Oh, many royals I worked for.
Oh, well, fantastic to meet you. Did you want a portrait as well? I never painted you while I was there.
I don't. I'm very painting shy.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well, you could close your eyes and I can paint you.
If you capture their likeness, they'll haunt you for life.
Oh, no. Thank you. Mog would be a better choice.
No, I'm good. I changed my mind. Never mind. Thanks.
Okay.
Do you paint here all the time in the square?
Unless I'm requested to be painting somewhere else, but for the most part, yeah, it seems to be rather busy here. Not as busy as the central square, but it's mostly large shops and carts there. So.
Oh, usually a regular crowd here. Anything, is it a riffraff?
Yeah, it can be riffraffy in here for sure. Mostly, last couple days, it's been a little busier than usual. People poking around, but they haven't been much for painting either.
Poking around.
Not shopping.
Not shopping.
Yes.
What are they doing?
Well, they did seem rather interested in the statue, but I mean, everybody's interested in the statue.
It's
And-
quite striking.
I mean, they were interested in the butcher over there. They did go and shop, but didn't buy any jewelry or speak to the tapestry. It was nice of you to. I saw you bought a bauble from him there. Yeah.
It was quite lovely.
Yeah, he's a wonderful gentleman, as his wife makes those.
Calliope just walks away in the middle of the conversation and goes to the butcher.
Oh, okay.
She just leaves.
Nice.
Did I get a sense that he was BSing when he said that she was wearing a silver dress? Because I was just I was making some shit up to see if that he sounded confident that he actually did that painting.
Oh, make an insight check.
16.
16. You get the sense that he was actually puzzled because he was like, you get the sense that he did legitimately do it. And you're like, yeah, I don't remember it being green. I thought it was silver.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. All right.
Mog stood there a little bit confused, watching Calliope run away and kind of half paying attention to this conversation, and then decided to follow her, kind of ran behind.
Okay. So you guys head over to the butcher shop, and the door is currently propped open, just with like a big, not a mason jar, like a big clay jar thing.
Oh, yeah.
And inside is just sort of like this row of hanging meat, almost like, you see in like some windows, like they have the pepperoni sticks or like, even like dried duck, that sort of stuff's hanging in the window. And a very large, kind of sweaty-looking guy. Doesn't have a shirt on, but he has just his apron wrapped around.
Classic butcher.
He's got like long shorts and
Cargo shorts.
yeah, almost.
And a Walkman.
No Walkman. But he's in the back, shuffling through some boxes. Hasn't heard you come in yet.
Calliope's just going to go out. Is there like a counter at the front? Like a...
Not so much a counter, but just sort of like access to everything everywhere. It just looks very purposeful in there. It's not really like a shop counter kind of place. Yeah.
Okay, Calliope's just going to say, ding dong.
Oh, yeah. You almost hear like a little bit of gas come out when you surprise him there. He's like, oh, yeah, sorry. Sorry about that.
Oh, sorry. It snuck up on you,
Yeah,
did I?
we're just about close here. Can I help you, young lady?
Oh, well, I was actually just visiting the market square.
Well, I can see that. I'm in the market square.
Yes, sorry. And I was chatting with some of the other
Ooh,
vendors.
it's hot in here. Okay. Well, you can see he's like kind of sweating and stuff. He's like, hey, what? I'm listening. It's been a long day, miss. We are closed.
Oh, sorry. It'll be just a moment.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually, well, I'm here because I'm seeking a little bit of freelance work. I've just heard that it's a good place to come, network and
To the butcher.
well, everyone told me that you're in the know. That you see a lot of foot traffic here. I don't know, maybe they're wrong, maybe they're right, I'm not sure.
Roll a charisma check.
Do you mind if I hang my painting in the window?
Yes, yeah, actually I do. This is a butcher
Rebel.
shop, not a painting shop.
Oh, damn, it's
Kind of
only...
like a business card.
Yeah.
Advertise.
Well, we don't eat half orcs, so that's not
It's
no.
advertising Rojo. Ro-
Well, we don't have any rojo either.
Yeah, rojo.
Just pepperoni.
Rojo here.
I don't know what that means.
Hey, maybe they could make a custom pepperoni for you and call it pepperohoni.
Are all of you together?
loosely.
That's a no on the painting in the window?
Yeah, no go. Actually, you know what? We're actually closing up, and he's kind of like, you can tell he's trying to like shuffle you out the door. He's like, you can come back tomorrow. I'll see. Maybe I have some rojo in the back. Never heard of it. Is it a cut? We got some. I mean, this is the Squealing Swine, and he points up at the sign. He's like, I could maybe give you some pork chop. Is that what you call rojo?
No.
Okay. What was that?
I'm sorry, was it a charisma check or a persuasion check?
Charisma.
Are we sure it's not a persuasion check?
Are you persuading?
How about, okay, you can have persuade. What were you trying to persuade him of?
that I'm on the level? I guess it's
All right.
more of a deception.
You're
No,
trying
it's
to
fine.
persuade. No,
No,
okay,
no,
you're
no.
trying to persuade him to open up his secrets that you think he has.
Doesn't really help
No, let's
either
do
way.
persuasion.
I've got a 10.
With a 10,
Calliope's like winking, showing a little shoulder.
So you can tell he's already sort of frustrated, but
Yeah.
doesn't get more frustrated. But he's like, yeah, sure. His foot traffic comes through here. Yeah, Not really the place you're looking for. I think maybe you're looking for something else. I think you got the wrong guy, the wrong shop maybe. But if you want some meat, yeah, I can help you out. Not like that. I am married, but you're
yes.
a lovely lady.
Dawn, you really got me on that one. I was really hoping. Oh, well, all right. Yeah, I guess I'll take a sausage. You sure don't have the rojo? You don't have any of the rojo cut, you said?
No, I don't know what the rojo is, but I'll get you some pepperoni. All right,
Yes,
it's
sure.
one of the better kinds.
Yes.
And you see he makes his way to the left side of the shop, and as he does and reaches up, you couldn't see on the inside of his bicep arm before, but as he's reaching for it now, it's a very distinct tattoo of what you'd assume to be a black snake.
Oh, nice ink there.
Oh, that, yeah. No, that was, back in my military days, we all went and got a little something done. A little bit of, some manly stuff. Anyway.
Like a soldier's tattoo. Rojo, is that a soldier's tattoo? Have you seen that one before?
No, I
Your
haven't seen anything like that
soldiering
before.
days?
Yeah.
Oh, you were in the military. Well, I wasn't at this military. It was a different one.
Doesn't that
Like
look
out
like the
of-
one that was on the house
the
thing?
gang, that
where we
gang.
got attacked?
Oh, is it the Zoots?
Wait, no, hey,
the
Xanatos.
Zops, the Zalamis, the
Yeah,
Zentarum. Yes, the
some sort of
Zentarum.
scum, anyways.
He quickly walks over to the front door and closes it and locks it and turns to you and he's like, okay, all right. What do you want?
What do we want? Why are we here again?
Well, she just asked for some pepperoni.
Can I get
Yeah,
my
okay, you
picture
got
in
the
window?
pepperoni. You're asking about the tattoos and talking
Listen,
about the Zen.
I think if you're wearing a tattoo like that, you might want to give us some information. I'm sure that you wouldn't want your other shop members to know that you're a member of a gang.
Look, I am paid to be here. I am a butcher. I was pressured into holding up this position. If I talk, I'm as good as much as dead. It would seem if I don't talk, and he's looking around, you can see he's eyeing your swords and daggers and stuff. He's like, I would assume I'm as good as much as dead. So what upside do I have here?
Well, I guarantee you that if we leave this tent, no one will hear any information that you give us has come from you.
And I can leave my picture in the window, and it is a
Please
beacon.
don't leave
it's
that-
A
no,
beacon of
please don't leave
safety.
that picture
it's
here.
Known worldwide.
The man's under pressure.
I know. I was getting my picture in the window.
Okay, well, what? Maybe
mean,
I can help you. I can't promise that. What do you want?
Oh, we just need information.
Ask away.
Well, tell us. We want to know hideouts, names,
Hideout of what?
the gang.
The Zens.
The Zens.
Yes.
Is there a hideout here at the Hawkman statue? But there's been a lot of foot
we were
traffic.
given a
lot of-
strong lead that it's in this general area.
You can just
From who?
listen.
Well, do you really want to
blink
share
once
that
if it's
information?
yes, blink twice if it's no.
You just
Well, nobody's in here right now. We can talk freely, but
We don't share our sources. I'm sure you wouldn't want us sharing you as our source.
fine. Okay, good point. Fair point. I can trust you then, as much as I can trust fucking people coming to my shop. He turns around. He points outside. He's like, "That right there, that Hawkman, isn't everything you think it is. It's pretty big space underneath that thing, and if someone were to be looking for a hideout, I'd probably start there.
well, that seems too obvious.
Now, as far as access,
It's a busy market. How do you gain access during the day with all those eyes on you?
he just turns around and heads to the back. And this room is kind of like a dry room. It's got like dried meats, pepperonis, and stuff. Opens up to the door behind him, and it goes into this cooler room, which is just a ton of carcass, which looks like it's kind of half butchered and whatnot, like hanging cattle and all that sort of stuff. And it's cold in here. You can tell it's enchanted. And as he walks to the back, there's another door, just kind of like half on an angle, so it's not straight out the back. And as he opens it, you can see a stairwell leads down. So he kind of like just gestures quietly, opens it, and then closes it again.
And I would assume that we could use this access whenever we choose.
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, unless...
I don't think.
Look, I don't think you want to go down there. The group of you probably won't come back out.
I'm not saying now, but say we come back tomorrow.
I don't think we need to.
I'm just leaving our options open, Kelly.
All right.
I'll tell you what.
Clyde.
If you come into my shop tomorrow or any day and I see you again, I'm going to pretend like I don't know you. You can ask me to see what new cuts of meat I have or something, and I'll send you to the back. What happens after that is not my problem.
That seems like a fair trade.
Sure.
Fair.
I have one more question.
No, I don't have any fucking rojo. I don't know what that is.
I wasn't gonna. I don't know what a rojo is.
Okay.
I'm just wondering if you have any like those pretend vegetarian meats. You know, the ones that are like all the rage right now. You know.
Well, I mean,
I mean,
if you're into that kind of thing, but the secret is we actually just grind it up out of the hooves.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew
So
that's why
I mean,
it tasted
well,
so good.
they ask me, and I say, no, it's not meat. It's not. It's, the
It's
hooves.
not meat.
It's-
Yes. That's
toenail burgers.
Clever. Very
Yeah.
clever.
But if you want, you go nuts. You can have some. They're half price up in the front window there.
Listen, can I ask you a question, just kind of on the level?
I thought that
person
was
to
the last
person?
question.
That was
You know what? I'm sweating in here.
Obsidian's
Well, actually, it's kind of
last
nice in here in the
question.
cool room. Yeah.
That was Obsidian's last question. Last question from me.
Obsidian.
Promise.
Interesting. What's your name?
Mind your own business.
That's a cool name. Mayo Business. Don't forget it.
All right. Your question, my business.
Ms. My business. What can you tell me about the Stone of Galore?
Now the four of you, nope. You have gone. Let me tell you something. You four do not know what you've gotten yourselves into. You coming around looking for the Zents, you're gonna get yourself killed. You come around asking now for the Stone of Galore, you definitely gonna get yourselves killed. All right. You know who's going after the Stone of Galore? I'm sure you do.
Rojo.
This is a mistake. I don't know what the fuck a rojo is. Would you please stop asking me about that? I'm starting to get frustrated with the group of you. Stop asking about the Stone of Galore. You're gonna die. You're gonna die soon anyway. Go down that hole, you'll fucking die. Well, see what I care. Could you please get out of my shop now?
I believe we should leave the shop.
Yeah.
Calliope flips a gold coin at the guy and then heads out.
Look,
We'll be back though.
he catches the coin. Xanathar Guild, Zents. There's a whole lot of them after him. Maybe not the Hoppers. Who knows? Those Hoppers say they're nice. They always have a secondary agenda, right? There's another whole group called Dragon Heist. I don't even know those people.
What's it?
Dragon something. Group of pirates. Nobody ever sees them. They just slink in the shadows. But look, if you go poking yourself around saying that you have the Stone of Galore or something, everybody that comes around or anybody that has mentioned that they know where the stone is, they have the stone, their head ends up severed. Okay? So unless
you
you
heard
want
anything
that,
about Dakar?
yeah, I've heard of the stupid little gnome. He's apparently one of these operatives that works for the old Lord Waterdeep, right? Never remember or something stupid. His kid still lives up at the palace, little rich kid. But yeah, I know of the gnome. I've never met him before, but apparently he's one of the ones that hasn't died with and may have the Stone of Galore. And if he does, he's not going to have it for long.
Got it.
Okay, I thank you for the gold. I'm sorry, it's been a long day, and now I got to deal with this shit. And you guys know
You've been most helpful.
Well, thank you.
You
Thank
will-
you for not killing me.
you
But
will-
can you please get out of my
You
shop
will
now?
forget that you heard my name.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll do my best.
I'll just step out of the shop.
Can I sneak the painting in the window?
Give me a dexterity check, or a stealth if you have it.
I'll distract him with a question.
Okay.
Sir, just one. I know they got their question. She got her. Could I just have
Man,
one?
Okay. And he's walking up to the front at this point.
It's
You
not
can have
super
advantage
important.
on that.
It's just kind of hypothetical. But if my head was pork, how much would that be worth? Do you think?
Well, a head of pork's easy. That's 10 silver.
No, but like my head, not a pork's head.
Well, yeah, but you ain't the size of a swine, right?
Right,
Like
so a little bit less,
Yeah, it'd
probably,
be like
like
maybe 5 silver. Like I'd have to weigh your head.
You could do that.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's hooks in the back for weighing. Okay, and. What kind of question is that anyway? You want a head of pork, or you just ask me for the prices?
No, it was just a disagreement with my roommate. We were talking about this one day, and he said like $14 or gold, and I was like, what? No,
Wait
there's
a
no
minute.
way.
Wait a minute. What is the name of your roommate? Is that son of a bitch that came and worked with me and then fucked off halfway through his shift?
I don't think so. You probably wouldn't know him. That's Doug.
Doug. No.
Doug?
No, it wasn't a Doug. It was like William or something. William.
No, don't know.
All right. It's a weird question.
Thanks.
How did that roll go?
13.
13? Oh, man. Was that with advantage with his
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna roll his perception. I don't know how to make that call, so I'm gonna try. If his is above yours, then he sees it. 9. You place it in the window, tucked behind maybe a cut of meat or something. Some of the stuff that nobody buys that, he can't really tell that it's there. But yeah, you managed to sneak it into the window.
Sweet.
And you guys leave the shop, and he's very quick to lock it behind you. He's like, yeah, okay, the head of 10 silver, fine, okay. Tell your friend Will, he sucks. Closes the door and locks it.
It was Doug. It wasn't Will.
You're back out in the square.
Dear, I don't know if you should be sharing my name that willy-nilly.
It was a bit of a fuck up, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Sorry.
I mean-
I was a bit caught up in the moment. It was very exciting, espionage,
I'm-
being kind of intimidating. I got a little excited. I'm sorry.
I'm used to people wanting to,
Yes.
give me one in the kidneys, but
Yes, all this, what's it called? What we do, what you do, this
sneaky
cloak
sneak.
and dagger kind of
Yeah.
stuff is a bit different.
Yeah.
I think I'm a bit better just getting in there with a sword.
You are good at that.
Yes,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah,
I gave
you
it a
need to
go.
be more careful. Spilling everybody's name around like that.
You need to be more careful, Rojo. Spilling my name out of your mouth right now with that sassy attitude. Do you want to have a fight?
Hey, what does everyone think this is going, anyways?
What this? the
No,
mission,
just in general,
the
or, like,
friendship that we're having.
Look at the
or-
window. Look at the window.
Do you want me to rate it?
Keep walking.
Just
like-
of 10 stars, I'd give it about
I
3
just-
stars, Mog. At this
Are you
moment in
okay today?
time,
You're a little...
I'm bleeding, and I have been since the fight in the alley. I'm feeling a bit lightheaded, actually. Thanks for asking.
Oh, like actually bleeding, not like...
Excuse me?
Okay.
Have you not actually noticed the gash?
Yeah.
that
That's part of the job, right?
It looks,
But no, I just meant
Also,
I've
I'm,
been feeling since you
also
asked me,
bleeding.
been feeling that maybe we should try to plan things a little bit more, maybe talk about things before. It feels like we just always do things kind of like everyone's running around doing their own thing, and then all of a sudden we're in a situation and we don't really know what's happening. And
I feel like you're making a very valid point. I admire
Thanks.
the courage that you've shown to speak up. I think we should go back to the inn and have a rest and talk about it over some wine.
we could all go stay at my apartment. I haven't seen my roommates in a while.
Do you
if
have
you
any
wanted.
wine there?
No.
I mean, the pub would be a good place, I think.
We can go back to the pub. We can go back to
Like
the
our pub.
Yeah. They both have wine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna point out to Mog that I put the picture in the window.
Nice.
Little Mog slips like a little low high five, subtle. A little low
Hello.
high five. That doesn't
Yeah.
make
Too
sense.
slow.
Low five.
I do, well said, though. I think we should talk more.
I think we should talk more. You know what they say? Communication is lubrication.
I regret going into the alley there
When
without.
did they say
you
that?
know,
Just this therapist I used to go to.
Yeah.
It's a good therapist.
Thanks.
As you guys are leaving this market square, everybody's packed up. You don't see the painter anymore, and it's now the sun's just finished. Not cresting, the opposite of cresting, gone over the sunrise.
Like setting.
Setting, thank you.
Oh.
That was the word. Struggling over here.
Oh, by the way, crockpot is what you're trying to say that was propping the door of the butcher shop open. You said mason jar and then correct yourself. It's been on my mind since you said it.
a crock pot.
Yeah. You said a clay thing propping. Never mind. Someone listening
Wait,
to this
hold
will
on.
go.
Not like a modern day plug-in. one.
Oh, that's what I was thinking.
When we went into the
went to
butcher shop,
Walmart.
when we went into the butcher shop,
They have
you
an
said there was
instant
a
pot propping open the door.
A rice
Was it
cooker.
the standard or the pro?
Yes. I know what you mean, though. Yeah, crock pot.
crockpot.
Yes. A cook pot. Yes. Okay. Crock pot. Thank you. Clay crock pot.
Yes.
The original.
Yes.
I don't think that's what he's
I have
thinking.
one at my house.
That should be the
I think
title of
that's
the
what he's
episode.
thinking.
It is what I was thinking.
Is
It's
it?
like
Oh,
The
like
title
a
should be
slow
The
cook device, like
Crock
thick
Pot?
ribs, that
Question
sort of thing.
mark?
Yeah.
Out of the
Make me a
frying pan
perception
into
check.
the crock pot. Oh,
Yes.
God. 3 hit points, people.
The group of you,
Oh, wow.
as you're heading out of the market
That's
square.
perceive.
Let's perceive something.
19.
Fuckballs.
Ooh. I know everybody has passive perception. I've had someone point that out before, and I think it's boring. I like rules.
14.
7.
8.
Obsidian, as you are exiting the market square, it would seem that when Obsidian used to work for royalty, and his job was their job was to spy on people and gain intel. What was his tactic?
Their tactic.
Son of a...
Put your piece of paper back up.
What was their tactic?
Well, it would depend. If it was other royalty, they would often make sure they're at the important parties, meeting the right people, that kind of stuff. If it was someone that was less friendly, they would hire the job out. They had a network, like a list of contractors, whether it be assassins or spies or things like that they could use.
Right.
Yeah.
So that very scenario seems to be what is happening as you notice not one, but two people on separate rooftops keeping a very close eye on the group of you exiting this butcher shop. And as one of them notices Obsidian, gestures to the other, and they just slink away.
Is there like a road or an alley that is covered that is within eye shot that we can make our way to, that from a rooftop you wouldn't be able to?
No covered alleys. They don't seem to be aggressive, if that's what you're concerned about. It would seem that they were just there to perceive what was going on and have just disappeared.
All right. I'll slip close to everybody and I'll just whisper to them, we were being watched. I don't think it's that urgent. However, we should move along.
Fucking brilliant.
Well, let's go. Why don't we go back to our pub?
We're going. I'm going. Let's go.
Yeah.
You guys make your way across town. Pretty uneventful, quiet evening. Maybe bump into a few drunken sailors or something like that. But you do arrive back at Ye Old Haunt. Or that's where you're going, right? Not the...
Ye Old Haunt.
Yeah. Not the Yawning Portal.
Did I notice anything about their clothing? Anything like that? Were they just kind of generically like dressed in grays or something?
Actually, what was your number again?
19.
You would notice that they weren't human.
Okay.
But looked humanoid. So, for example, they weren't birds.
Stupid birds.
I'll give you that. You make it back to Ye Old Haunt pretty late now, and you don't see... What is his name? Liff. You don't see Liff anywhere. The place is rather cleaned up, but looks essentially the same way that you had left it. Doesn't look like much has gone on. You guys are still waiting for supply before you can really open. So,
is the new sign up?
No, the new sign is not up as you entered. Yeah. You'd only begun. You asked him that this morning.
Yeah, right. It's been a long day.
It has been. Feels like it's been 3 weeks.
So when we were leaving the market, I saw two figures watching us, and when they caught sight of me, they slinked off into the distance. Seems to me they were definitely watching us.
Can I ask you guys something?
Oh, yeah.
Does this seem like a bit of a shit job?
It seems a little undefined at this moment.
Like, what are we doing exactly? We started out retrieving a pretty boy,
Yeah.
and then we got another pretty boy by accident, got some gems for returning him safe and sound. Now we're doing something for the hoppers, kind of, gathering information.
Think about it, it's just kind of like word of mouth. It's kind of how you build a business.
Seems like it's a little bit
little job.
risky, you know. Typically, I don't know about the rest of you. I typically, go kill the guy, who's, wanted, or capture him, take him back, get the money, move on, next job. I don't really get involved in conspiracies.
But if you look, we were really just asked to go find the location, right?
Yeah, just to
So-
check out to find out.
That's
if
all
there's-
we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, it's a
Fantastic job,
butcher.
well done. Now we're being followed by spies. Are you good with that, Obsidian?
Yeah, as long as they're just spies.
Yeah.
I don't
I
really.
think I
Part
feel
of
like
the
when you're in
job.
this city, you're always someone knows what everybody's doing.
Everybody knows me.
Well, who would have reason to want to have us followed? And
Maybe
who
it
has
was just the Harpers
resources?
making sure that we're doing what they ask.
my feeling-
maybe it's
my
the
feeling is it's-
Xanathars. Maybe it's the Zinths. Maybe it's
Obsidian, can you make me an intelligence check as you mumble that phrase?
Maybe it's those pirate guys that the butcher told us about.
I'm smart. 16.
So as those words leave your lips, you would distinctly recall encountering someone after being engaged by the Lord at the time to deal with another set of, what were they, spies or assassins, and you had wronged them.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh?
Do you say that vocally?
Yeah.
Oh?
I just thought of something.
You having a moment?
Okay.
So, I mean, there's something that I haven't mentioned. It's not like I was keeping it a secret.
Okay, we all have secrets.
But, we all have things in our past. And I just for your own safety, I feel like maybe I should mention, just because I just remembered.
Okay.
I mean,
It's kind of
it's-
weird that you're
it's
building
a-
it up this much.
I'm sure it's minor. I'm sure that they're much more interested in me than you. However,
I doubt that.
so I did this thing one time where, someone that had hired me asked me to assassinate somebody or arrange for their assassination. It was a regular part of the job. It happened once or twice a month. Anyway, I thought they'd made a mistake and they were assassinating the wrong person. And I knew that if they assassinated the correct person, that things would go much better. So I kind of changed the job. And they ended up, assassinating the person that I told them to, not who my boss wanted assassinated. And well, it turned out really well for the boss. And the boss was, they were okay with it, but as it turns out, the Assassin's Guild doesn't like being lied to. I mean, who knew? I thought they just liked the money, right? I mean, this is my long way of telling you that the Assassin's Guild wants me dead. And, I'm sure it's not going to cause us any problems. It could just be a little awkward.
Well, they're specifically targeting you, though.
Yeah, I mean,
That
as
sounds-
long as you're not standing between, like, the crossbow and me, I mean, or,
I feel like that's a bit above our level.
That's
our
a bit of a
current
big
pay grade.
I should have
been a
mentioned
big
it.
detail to leave out,
Well,
Obsidian.
I mean, I thought maybe
Well, that
they
really
I-
seems like a they problem opposed
But I would
to a
say
me
I
problem.
would just my input would be that if the Assassin's Guild wanted you dead, you would just be dead. So there's someone protecting you.
maybe. I mean, yeah.
Well,
I mean,
if that was the Assassin's Guild that was watching us, why wouldn't they have just killed you?
Well, because I'm here.
the Assassin's Guild is
That's true, Ro.
Yeah.
like you assassins. They're not murderers. Like they do things.
They literally are murderers.
They're
I mean-
actually, yeah.
It's
the
actually they
definition-
kill for money.
I mean, yeah, but I mean,
Obsidian.
They don't do it for
Murderers.
fun.
they're not butcherers. Like, yeah, it's not recreation.
They
I
don't
mean,
sell the meat.
They
They don't sell Rojo.
yeah. I mean, when they assassinate somebody, they do it with purpose and with a little bit of elegance. They don't just like gun you down. and-
Okay, so just to be clear, you're going to be killed elegantly by the Assassin's Guild,
Well,
and
a
that
little bit
makes
of
it
panache.
okay.
Like it's not like they're
So-
just gonna walk up to you and
Well, someone would have killed you at the opera then, for sure.
Yes,
that would have been a perfect place. I'm surprised. Maybe they didn't know I was there. I mean,
I'm
I was
just
dressed
saying-
like amazing. I don't know.
I don't think you should.
Well, I was standing in the way.
It's. I think that we should applaud Obsidian for bringing this up and feeling like he's
You did
comfortable
say that we
enough
needed to talk
to
more.
us.
You did say
This
that.
is good.
You said talk more, right?
Well, we shouldn't be
I-
clapping on Mike, just telling you.
Does anyone, while we're having a little sharing circle, anyone else have any dark secrets that might negatively impact the whole group they'd like to share?
I kissed a boy when I was 14.
I have a singing
That's not really a
penis.
dark secret, Mog. It's just kind of, it's
Normal,
it's-
really. I mean,
yeah,
hasn't everybody?
yeah. Sexuality is complicated.
I didn't
you
even
can
mean to say that. It just
kiss
came out.
whoever you want. That's perfectly fine.
I feel really good though.
Yeah, that's great.
No, I didn't. Like not at the moment. Like right now, it feels good to say
It
that.
feels good
Oh,
to say
yeah.
that.
Well,
Well,
that's
thanks
really
for
good.
sharing. I think that it's not going to be relevant to this
Do
particular
you still think
issue.
about it all the time?
Not all.
No,
the time. It just came out. I don't
What
know.
about you, Rojo? Any dark secrets?
No,
Any
I-
14-year-old boys you've been kissing? Hopefully not
No, I was
recently.
14
Okay.
at the same time.
Oh,
That's-
I mean, I would hope
This wasn't recently.
Yeah, I mean, because that would be much darker. I mean,
Surely in your military something must have happened. Everyone's got weird military stories that they don't want to talk about or something.
hazing
What?
rituals,
Yeah.
whatnot. And-
What is there?
I mean, he did urinate in a ditch.
Well, that's my claim to fame.
Any
never
military
mind.
paramours you want to share
I heard
about now
some
that we're bonding
rumors,
as
but
a
I don't-
team?
So I mean, Calliope, I also think that you probably. But I mean,
I'm a bit peeved with you, I have to say, Obsidian.
Why?
Oh.
Because you've kept a pretty big secret.
Well, I mean,
yeah,
I didn't. Want
it's one thing to keep it from the group, and it's another thing to keep it from someone who
I-
cares about
I mean,
you
but
and would
honestly,
be
I thought
a bit.
that they'd forgotten. I'm not in that role anymore. Like bygones.
Who cares
you know.
about it?
I care quite a bit.
Oh,
We've
Right.
known each other since she was in
right.
nappies. I didn't.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not supposed to talk about
Well, I think I'm going to go back to the yawning portal. I'm a bit miffed.
that. But I'm so sorry. Let me get you some wine and we could talk about it.
I know. I think I'm going to go home and go to bed, and I'm going to sleep it off. And I'll talk to you in the morning. Try not to get assassinated, please, tonight. And don't go down any alleyways and try and rumble with any gangsters, if you don't mind.
I think in general we should just try to do things a bit more together and a little less individual.
And apparently we should talk about.
Well, I did tell you about it.
What?
The assassin thing.
No. I'm just saying when you tried to take off with those guys behind us and
I
decided
got it.
you were going to kill everyone yourself.
I thought it was a good
not-
idea. I miscalculated. I agree. It was.
This is good. We should have more team meetings.
We really should. I mean, it worked out.
I think Calliope's going to go to sleep soon.
Yeah.
I think she's gonna bleed out.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go and get a bottle of wine.
From your shelf there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Obsidian.
gonna leave and go to back to the yawning portal. I'll kind of give everyone the wave, looking a little bit ticked. Calliope actually kind of looks like she's like kind of emotional, and she's trying to look angry, but like her eyes are a little bit shiny. She's feeling, and then she leaves.
I'm gonna go with her because my apartment's next to the yawning portal.
Are we walking together? Are we doing that awkward thing where we're walking the same direction and we're kind of like, oh, okay, I'll go, and then
I'll just walk normal, and then it's gonna like surpass your speed.
I think
I'll just look over.
Calliope at first tries to walk faster, so she's not walking with Rojo, and then she eventually gives up and like walks with Rojo, and it's like, hi, Rojo.
Hi, Calliope.
You going back to the yawning portal
Yes.
where you live?
Where I live.
You want to prank Till tonight? I'm feeling a bit cranky, and I think it would really cheer me up.
Do you want to prank what?
Till?
Yes.
Do you want to?
Yes.
You're leaving the pub. You're not. You're going to the wrong place.
I'm
No,
going to
Till
the
is-
yawning portal.
Where Till is at for sure.
Yes.
Till's the bard.
The yawning portal
Oh,
where
Till,
I
right?
live.
Sorry, I'm thinking of
Not Liv.
the ghost.
Yeah, no. Till. My immortal enemy.
So we're gonna kill Till.
No, we're not going to kill him. I think we're just going to prank him.
Oh.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm thinking we might embarrass him or something. Or maybe just beat him up. I don't know. It depends on how I'm feeling.
That's fair enough. Yeah.
Do you
let's
think
that.
did I seem a little bit over emotional there? Did I seem kind of cool and collected like I was,
You're always cool and collective.
do you think so?
Oh, absolutely.
All
Every
right.
time I. Yep.
I'm sorry about snapping at you earlier. I'm not really mad at you. I'm mostly kind of just a bit peeved with Obsidian.
Did you
But I
sna-
don't want to open up about it, so let's not talk about it anymore.
Did you snap at me? I didn't even notice.
Yes, we were at the butcher. You kind
Most
of made
of the time, I just don't listen.
Yes, I've kind of noticed that about you. It's very refreshing.
Right.
Kind of nothing going on up there, is
So-
there? Just
Let's go see Till.
sure, let's do it.
Yeah.
As you guys leave, it's pitch black outside now, and
I have dark vision.
your market square is quiet. The streets are quiet. But as you make your way to the yawning portal, it's funny that you would mention Till on your way to the yawning portal, because as you're walking down, you hear a very distinct melody, out of tune, poorly played, but menacing somehow.
Oh my god, some West Side Story stuff happening.
And as you come around the corner, there's Till. He's kind of got like that. He's trying to look like a bad boy. It's not working. He's got one foot sort
His
of
hair's
like
messed up.
he's leaned up against like the brick wall. He's got, the one foot like up on the wall too, and one foot down.
Oh yeah.
He's kind of leaning in, and he's tipped his hat down a little bit and glares at you from underneath his eyes. And as you round the corner, plucks the string even harder.
Well.
Hey, it's Three Fingers.
If it isn't
Talking to Mert, have you? Yeah. I know who Mert is.
sorry, Till, I can't take you seriously when you've got your hat down like that. I mean, it's actually quite serious what you're talking about.
I
but
am being serious.
I
right
see
now.
that, and it's not funny, but it is really funny the way that you look while you're doing it. You look like a fucking idiot.
Are you making fun of me? Right
Yes, actively. All right, yes, we were talking to Mert. No point lying about it. How do you know
why were
him?
you talking to Mert?
Because he's my sugar daddy, and I'm sucking his dick for money. Till.
That's my job.
Oh, it's gonna get ugly here.
How do you know Mert?
Well, I was just speaking with him.
Oh, okay.
And I've been working with Mert for some time, and I don't believe you are the right crowd to be working with the Harpers.
Okay, what makes...
So if you wouldn't mind minding your business, I had a very good position there, and it would seem that I've just been demoted.
Replaced.
No,
You have been replaced.
I didn't say replaced.
Oh, you are replaced.
He pulls his hat down even lower. He's like, look,
Yes, you don't look
I
at
don't
me in
care
the
how big
eyes.
you
It
are.
does not-
I haven't
You
been
will-
replaced.
you
No,
will care.
I have a different job with the Harpers. That's fine. I actually didn't want this job. It's stupid anyway. You're stupid. You're stupid. The job is stupid.
I am definitely stupid, but I'm also a lot bigger than you.
Well, thank you. Yeah, that's a good point.
Is he still got his leg up on the wall?
No. Now he's like huffy. He's
Okay.
got like he's holding his loot. You
He's
know,
like,
his
you
hands
would've
on his
got
hips.
his-
Till, what's the end goal here? Are you wanting? Do you want an apology, or you just?
I would like
feeling-
you to go away. Why do you have to? You have to be at the yawning portal.
I
now
live
you
at
have to
the
go to
yawning
Mert.
portal. I live
Someone
here.
said you're opening your own disgusting tavern. Why? You're trying to take taverns away from me now too?
What's,
we just
what's
don't
your
wanna- We
problem?
just don't want to invite you to that one. You close down all the taverns you play at.
No.
Look at what you've done
Hey,
to our...
People go to the yawning portal. I play there.
I know, but
I'm
last
trying to
time
do
you
well.
last time you played at the other place, it closed down.
I just want you to go away.
damn
Leave
near
Mert
killed the guy.
alone. Leave me alone. Why do you have to join the Harpers? Leave the
I'm
Harpers.
not joining.
wanted
We're
us to
not
join.
joining the Harpers.
Well,
We're
Mert
doing
said
a
he
job.
gave you a job.
And
Yes,
he
it's
did-
a job. We're not Harpers. Are you a Harper?
He's a hopper.
Yes. No.
Yes.
No, of course. That is on a need-to-know basis.
And
Till,
we know now.
can I ask you something? Are your feelings hurt? Would you like a hug?
And he can see like his lip like quivers a little bit. And he's like, no, it's not. I've worked hard to be where I am,
Clive, he's jealous.
and I'm not jealous.
he's jealous.
You know, I wish that I could say that we did it on purpose just to fuck
we
with you,
did.
but we actually didn't. I had no idea that you worked for the Harpers. If we had known, I probably would have come over here right away and gloated at you. But as it is,
Well,
we
I'm not
didn't
surprised being with a group like yourselves. You all have each other, and I get to work by myself. And the first group that I get to be friends with, they take me in, and then
Can't
you guys
stand you.
take it away from me. And all I've really wanted was to actually be in a group of other like-minded people that would like to work with me. And I'm feeling really, you know what?
know. Oh my God, are you
Oh,
gonna
boy.
cry?
I don't. No, I'm
You
not
can-
going
you
to
can
cry.
cry. It's okay to
and
cry.
if one time someone liked the work that I did, the
But nobody
playing
does.
or the harpering, I was good. I did a good job.
When?
Maybe I could join you guys. That would be fun. I could help you.
Us?
For who?
Yeah.
You want?
No.
You
For
want to
who
join
would
us?
that be fun with?
Yes. No. I don't want to join.
No,
I
we
just
don't
want to
yet.
be with a group and not work by myself anymore. That's so. You should leave the Harpers.
It's not really fun to bug him when he's sad.
Crying?
It's just kind of just bullying, isn't it? I don't really
You
feel.
are bullying.
Yes, I am. I have been bullying you. I realize. Oh,
Not really bullying.
Till, I don't really.
Sometimes, like when you give the truth, it hurts. And so he's
Yes.
coming into what reality actually looks like to be on the other side of eyes looking in on himself.
Till, you
Gotta
know
be
what?
hard to see.
All right.
Are you like
Roho.
make a is it intimidation or
Anti-charisma
like
check.
what's the opposite of charisma? Intimidation, I guess.
That's 19 on the dice.
Oh my God.
He just like it's just like waterworks, you
Oh
know.
my God.
He's like, look, I tried really hard, and I went to the Shine College of the Bards, and it's fine. It's fine. You're stupid.
Yep.
You're stupid.
We're stupid.
I'm going back to the Harpers, and I'm going to tell Mert that you're both not.
I think
I
I have
hate
a
you.
mirror. I have a mirror in my pocket somewhere.
He turns
and I'm just
around.
gonna hold it up. I'm just gonna hold the
Oh my
mirror
God.
so he can look at it.
He's like turning around, walking
Yeah,
away.
it's a
He's like
good
stomping
thing.
away.
Oh yeah, stomp away.
Oh,
Bye, Liff.
that was Till.
Till. Bye, Till. It's hard to keep it straight.
Oh my goodness, that was awful. That was
Isn't that what you wanted?
I didn't want to see him cry. It was.
But you said we're gonna razz him.
Yeah, I mean, I thought we was gonna like, pull
Play
a
a
little
trick
prank,
on him?
and then he was gonna be all mad, and he was gonna get me back next time, and
He
it was
isn't
gonna
mad.
be.
He's like
he was. Well, it was
in
more like he
tears.
was just broken down. It sounds like he's quite lonely, actually. I don't know. It felt a little bit not, punching down instead of punching up. I was kind of looking for more of a like, that Calliope, I'll get her next time, and then
Oh, I
he
think
gets
that's
me.
coming.
He gets me next time, and then I was like, oh, that Till, a bit of a back and forth kind of nemesis situation. Not really like a situation where he's just this pathetic little worm, and I'm just stepping on him. That's
I don't think honestly, I don't think we didn't have to do much for that to go sideways.
yeah.
I think he's a pretty weak ego to begin with.
Do you think I should send him?
No.
basket
I think
or-
you're going to get the back and forth that you're looking for.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
I'm a bit
We
worried
got
he's gonna.
nothing to worry about there.
Christ.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
I mean, we could always invite him to join our group. But
no,
I don't,
absolutely
no,
not. But
no.
maybe I don't know. We'll find him a friend, maybe. Do you think
that sounds like
is
a lot of work.
Do you think maybe that talking horse might be a good companion for Till?
I don't think so. No.
Oh man, this is a horrible night. I'm gonna go.
You know what? Maybe Liff and Till would be a good friend.
Maybe I don't think ghosts can hear that well, so they won't be able to
That'd
hear
be
his voice
perfect.
or his horrible music. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I think I feel worse than I did before, but
Oh no, that went really well.
yeah, you were brutal.
Not brutal.
Yeah, that was.
No,
I mean,
no.
that was crazy. You made him feel really shit about himself, Rojo. That was nuts.
I think he already felt shit about himself, and that's why he attacked us.
Yeah. Bummer for Till, hey?
Bummer for him. He just got to learn that, that's when you look in the mirror, it doesn't look so good sometimes.
Well, should we go into the yawning portal and each go to our rooms, which are both at the yawning portal?
Yes, we should.
All
we
right.
should do that.
Sure. I'm going to bed.
All right. Good night. Have a good night's sleep. And I'm just going to sneak out and go back to my apartment.
Okay, so Calliope, you head up into your room. Durnan just kind of gives you the hello. You've been there for a while, so. And Rojo, you head to your apartment. I think this is an excellent point for us to have a quick break. We're about an hour and so in, so I guess we will BRB. Let me hit the cool music.
We have
I can get
cool music.
Yeah, cool music. And we're back from our snack break. Thanks for waiting for us, even though it took like 5 seconds.
Weird. It's like a time-space continuum lap sprinkle.
I think that was one of our more tame breaks.
Hey, the music's working.
Hey! Aw.
Welcome back.
Are we
sounds
back?
like
We're back
that sounds
now.
like the Friendly Giant.
It's Till. He's sad.
Look up.
It's just
Look
Till
way
sadly
up.
playing at
But he actually
breakfast.
knows how to play while he's sad.
He has
That's
to
all the
channel
rude
the
power.
angst.
Yeah.
He's
That's all he was doing. He was trying to get some creative juices
exactly. Good for him.
flowing.
Yeah. Now he's emotional and can play.
Oh man, he's going into his emo phase.
So you guys had retired for the evening, but what Obsidian and the other cat person whose name I totally know,
Mog.
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 My name
Adolphonsus Malian.
Wow, that
Whoa.
was pretty good. That's accurate.
Yeah.
Did you guys do anything, or did you have like a little drink together and then retire too, or?
I don't know if you joined me, but Obsidian was feeling a little guilty about putting the party in jeopardy with the whole assassin thing. So they drank a whole bottle of wine, and
As they do.
as they do,
So it's a typical
Average
night.
evening, yeah.
Guilty
Tuesday.
or
We call it Tuesday.
then went upstairs to one of the empty rooms, rolled out their bedroll, and meditated the night away.
Wow. Or did
Because
they?
elves don't actually have to sleep.
I was
going
gonna
to
say they're elvish, right?
Yeah.
Interesting. So rather meditated to just calm their
Yes.
conscious mind.
Yes.
I like it. After a bottle of wine, that would make me meditate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give me heartburn. I
That-
take a Tums after that.
Oh my God, I
that's the
black
hot
out and
sauce
shit
for you.
my
Wrong
pants.
thing. Anyways,
Anyways.
so it's a new day. What do you do? Everybody's kind of spread out, so you're gonna have to loop me in here. You're on your own.
Well, Rojo would get up early and meet. He'd go over to, You go over to whatever the bar.
Yawning portal.
portal.
No, he
just
lives
to make sure that he's like there for breakfast before
Oh, right.
Calliope gets up,
Oh, okay.
right? Cause,
To kind of greet her, or
well, just so she thinks that he still stays there.
oh,
It's such
that's
a
why
weird route.
that's why you dropped her off there, and then when she went away, you snuck back out. Why
Yeah.
haven't I picked up on
Yeah,
that?
no
It's
one
been an
actually
ongoing
knows that.
thing.
Yeah.
That is so.
But
It's
Calliope
so
was hinting
weird.
strongly that she knows.
I don't actually think Calliope does know.
I'm sure Obsidian knows.
Yeah, I don't think the Calliope does. I think
Being
maybe
suspicious.
one time, because I remember a couple episodes ago, I rolled an insight check on Rojo. Yes, I did. I rolled an insight check on Rojo when he was talking about it, and so Calliope knows he's lying.
But not about what?
Doesn't exactly. She just knows he's being untruthful, so she's been generally suspicious of him ever since.
Interesting.
It's a little fun little inter-party drama. Calliope will come downstairs, looking kind of rough. I think she's got a dark circle. She's probably tossing and turning a little bit. Is Till at the bar? I'm guessing not. It's
No,
first thing in
Till's
the
not
morning.
there. No.
Before she goes to Rojo, Calliope's gonna approach Durnan, and she's just gonna be like,
Morning, Calliope.
"Morning, Durnan.
Your friend's here already. If you're looking for him.
Yes, I'm gonna go join him for breakfast in a minute. Can you pass on a message to Till for me when you see him tonight?"
Till, yeah.
Yes. Well, actually, I've written it down. So, and she just gives him like a folded up note. It's not like, if he reads it, she doesn't care.
Oh, he
but-
doesn't read it. He tucks it
Cool.
in his apron.
Cool.
Everything all right?
Yes, and, I think maybe just keep an eye on him. He seems a little bit depressed. Is that the right word? Not that I care, but just,
Oh, sure. Yeah. No, I get that. Your eyes are a little red. You
I
been
did
upset? last night?
no, I did snuff last night. Yes, with a bunch
Okay.
of cool guys at the bar. You didn't see me, and got a fight in the back alley,
Mhm.
didn't I?
Can you give
See
me-
how bruised I am?
Can you give me a deception check?
14.
14. That's pretty good. Durnan's like, oh, wow. Hey, you one tough lady, that's for sure.
Oh yes.
Well, I'll give him the note for sure.
Sure.
Yeah,
Thank you. Appreciate
I
it.
think he has the next couple days off, but
Okay.
when I do see him, I'll give him the note.
All right, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh, no problem.
And then I'll go join Roja. at the-
You want the usual at your table? He's already got his breakfast.
Oh yeah, sure. Thank you.
All right, well, I'll send it out.
Good morning, Rojo.
Good morning.
Did you have a good sleep?
Fantastic.
Yes. Hey, is your? It's funny. Do you live at the Yawning Portal as well, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
How,
yes.
how long have you lived here?
Well, maybe a couple of months now.
Kind of weird, hey? I mean, I've lived here for about a year, if not more, and I don't see you. I mean, I see you when we're all together, but I never see you. Milling about. You just kind of keep to yourself.
I'm just in room 408.
408. That's weird.
Are there 4 floors?
There's only 3.
Do I even need to roll an insight check?
No, there's 3 floors.
Why are you lying to me, Rojo?
What do you mean?
There's 3 floors at the Yawning Portal.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Well, I've got an apartment around the corner.
Do you?
Yes.
Cheeky.
Right?
Why is it a secret? You don't want us to go? Do you have a wife and kids? All secret like?
No.
You have a husband? And kids?
No.
No. What is it? You just don't want to tell us, or?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
I just don't want you to go there.
oh, why?
Why?
You don't like to have company?
Right.
Bit private. That's fine.
Private. I'm private.
Sure, you into some kinky stuff. You don't want us to see it. Dirty bird.
No. No.
Your secret's safe with me, Rojo. And Calliope winks at him. Don't tell us all.
I have a secret.
Do you? What is it?
I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, it makes me want it more.
Right?
I'm gonna get it.
No.
Yes.
No, I don't think you will.
Well, speaking of getting it, here's your breakfast, Calliope.
Oh, thank you. Beans and toast, my favorite.
Oh, you're welcome. No coffee's on yet, but I'll bring it over. Yeah.
Appreciate it. Hey, did you know that Rojo doesn't live here?
Yeah, I never see him here.
Yeah. Interesting. Right. Thanks, Denon.
Good to see you, though, Rojo.
Yeah.
Breakfast good?
Yeah, fantastic. Always as per usual.
The ham.
Yeah.
Good.
Love it. So good.
Are we gonna head to Ye Old Haunt?
Yeah, let's go to the Ye Old Haunt and pick up the other two and Maybe we could just keep that secret
Oh.
between the two of us.
Yes, secret safe with me, absolutely.
Yeah.
If you could just, I mean, maybe we don't need to talk about what happened with Till last night either.
Oh, really?
I
That was
don't-
epic. That was so good.
Do you think so?
I was looking forward to telling Mog.
Where are you going to? Do you think Mog will? Do you think he'll be like, "Oh, that's cool"?
Yeah.
Do you think so?
He's a fan. He's a huge fan of
He's
mine.
a big fan of yours.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you can tell
That's
him.
bragging rights.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll finish up, I guess, and head to the awning or the
Ye Old Haunt.
Ye Old Haunt.
Mm-hmm.
It's early morning. You finish up your breakfast, head there. Streets are starting to come alive. Obsidian and Mog, what have you been doing in the morning?
A little bit of breakfast wine.
Breakfast one. Obsidian legit has a drinking
Christ.
problem.
Mog is laying on the floor in a patch of sunlight coming in from one of the windows.
So cute.
Purring. Or doing his
Just
best to
rolling
purr.
around, kind of doing yoga, but not really.
A lot. Downward cat.
Liff has like a little string with like a feather attached to it that he's just kind of
Laser
like.
pointers sticking at the walls.
Oh, go ahead.
Has Liff made an appearance?
No, he hasn't yet. Nope. Calliope and Rojo, as you enter the square, again, coming to life, it's early morning now. Kids like sort of playing and dancing in the streets, people out walking their pets, that sort of thing. But you see a man approaching your haunt, the old haunt. Hard to make it out from behind, but looks familiar to you. But it looks like he's on his way to the door. What do you do?
He's on his way to the door.
Mm-hmm.
He looks familiar.
Yes, but you're a ways out, so it's your call. You could catch up to him, or you could stay back.
What do you think, Rojo?
Oh, I think we just stay here for a second.
Should we just
see what
watch?
happens. Yeah, let's
sure,
see what happens.
Let's do it.
We'll peer in through the windows.
Oh, sneaky.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
let's
right.
do it. Yeah.
Okay, you stay back. He eventually reaches the door, and there's a knock at the door that Obsidian and Mog would both hear.
Mog jumps up and sprints for the door
Oh,
and opens the door.
Do we open door?
There was a knock. Of course you open the door when there's a knock.
Absolutely.
Mog flings the door open. Morning!
Oh, God. Don't you ever bath? And in front of you is Rainier. And he has a nice big wooden box of the wine that Obsidian asked him to purchase, or that he purchased for you at the awning portal. And it was just god-awful wine that you hated.
Obsidian, it's for you.
The stuff that you said that you had really liked. And he hands it to him, and he's like, well, this is for you, I guess. It's the stuff that you said you like. Only an idiot would think that this is good wine, but, there. This is for you, I suppose.
You know nothing about wine.
Oh, clearly you do not know anything about wine. Anyway, last time I saw you, it was days ago. Don't you bath? You're wearing the same clothes. Is that the only outfit you...
adventurers.
That's fine. Don't adventurers make money?
I'm
Not very
I'm
much,
an
no.
elf. I don't even sweat.
Oh, I beg to differ. Anyways, Lord Silverhand sent me down here. It actually has to do with that very wine. She's looking for your help. Apparently you had spoken to her, and she had mentioned that she may have a job for you.
Oh.
Well, she does now, as pathetic as it is, and sent me. So here I am. You're welcome.
Well, Rainier,
Are you going to invite me in, or am I going to have to tell you in the doorway like an animal?
I think
What's
you
wrong
look-
with animals?
I totally forgot for a second that you're a cat. He's just sort of like, what, like a horse or something.
Right. Yeah, sure, come on in.
Thank you. Nice that someone
Actually,
someone around here has
just
manners.
as Mog says, "Yeah, come on in." Obsidian's gonna close the door.
It slaps shut.
What?
Ow!
He had wine. Why
I
would
already
you-
have the wine. It's on.
Fine.
It's over there on the.
You bastard!
I have the wine.
Oh,
I
kinda rude
You
to not
were
tip,
saying,
though.
"Come on in," but I was already moving the door. I
was just being polite. He's pretty annoying.
there's really no point.
But
He's
shouldn't we
French?
find out what the job that the Lord has for us? That could be a pretty good
we
paycheck.
could just go talk to her though. Why we don't need
'Cause
him
he's
anymore.
right there.
He's delivered the message.
I imagine Calliope
Cali-
and Rojo
he
are
might
like slowly
actually
trying
know.
to come closer and kind of like.
So
See what's going
Calliope
on.
and Rojo, as you're approaching, you see this happen. The door slammed in his face, and he spins around in a huff and just walks sternly out of the market square. But you can head him off.
Do we see who it is?
Oh yeah, now that he's facing you, he has a bit of a not like gushing blood, but like he's like dabbing it with like his like little not pink handkerchief. What is the word I'm looking for? Silk handkerchief.
Okay.
Yeah,
Could be pink.
could be pink. It's pink. Yeah, it's pink silk handkerchief.
Look, it's our friend Renair.
Renair, I'll Rojo will call him over. Renair.
Renair.
Oh,
good
more of you.
morning.
What's happening?
Nothing's happening. Go and
sunshine.
speak to your friends, if you call them that. Get out of my way.
No, stop. Why are you here,
Wow.
darling?
Well, I was dropping. I was an absolute gentleman.
You are, darling.
Thank you.
A
And
treasure.
I dropped off the wine for them, and they slammed the door in my face. And I had a job for them from Lady Silverhand herself. Sent me. Out of everybody that she could choose.
Well, why wouldn't she
Well,
send you?
absolutely.
Yes.
Why wouldn't
And what
she?
job is this now that you're talking about?
I don't feel like telling you anymore.
Yes, your
Oh.
feelings have been hurt, haven't they, darling?
Oh, dear.
Obsidian can be so rude, can't they?
He is rude. He's an animal.
They.
They are an animal.
Yes. Well, Morg's literally an animal. It's kind of weird, isn't it? Kind of a cat.
Yeah, so
kind
I
of a
made that
man.
little faux pas. I'm sorry about that. I
Yes.
don't mind the little Moggy. I kind of want to pet him.
Yes, it's quite
Um,
soft.
mm. Have
Well,
you pet him?
no, I mean, you can just tell. I think he conditions his fur.
No, he doesn't. He stinks. anyway, the job is the ancient grape. It's what Obsidian gets that awful wine of his, and they need apparently a bit of help. Lady Silverhand sent me down here. The city guard is much too busy with the gangs killing each other. I say let them kill each other, and then we don't have a gang to deal with. But apparently she needs to deal with it. So whatever the case, the city guard is much too busy to deal with a crappy winery. So she's asked you for your help. Your first job, I suppose, to prove that you can that you're capable of taking instruction.
And what is the job?
It would seem they're having a spot of trouble with their vineyard. Not in town, it's at the Undercliff, just outside of town. But I would speak to the owner of the vineyard. She's just up in the North Ward.
Okay, sure.
Yes.
Brilliant. Thank you, darling.
I do have her name. Just look at me, look at my notes.
He pulls out a little notebook.
Yeah,
Starts flipping through.
Micaiah.
Micaiah.
Yes.
Lovely.
I'm sure she's not.
Do you have any friends, Renair?
Yes, myself.
Oh, yes.
Oh, lovely.
The best company, isn't it?
Well, and of course the people at the guards are my friends.
The gods are your friends. You
Yes,
think
of course.
They,
They
like
treat me
you?
like royalty around there.
Yes.
Anyway, I must be off. I'm going to go have a bath. Not because I need to, but because the four of you stink so badly you make me want to.
Cheers,
You know
darling.
those bathhouses in the city, right?
I think that it adds a little bit to my roguish charm. You know,
it
it's
adds something. It's kind of
a-
like a rare cheese. Not one I would eat, to be honest.
Yes,
I
well,
like
I wasn't
cheese.
offering, darling. Okay,
Oh,
goodbye.
God, yes.
Ta.
No.
Calliope starts to walk towards the.
Yeah, he's already off.
The old
He's still
honk.
dabbing his nose. Oh, that idiot.
What a nice guy.
He's so rude.
Yeah, he's awful.
Very pompous.
Maybe we should be pranking him instead. You know?
Well, you should have told me earlier.
I know, I didn't think of it.
Oh,
Till, kind of sad, pathetic, weepy. Renair, kind of a jerk.
yeah.
Yes. Well, good
Well,
looking
see, but
forward.
that's how Till started out.
You think
A
that
bit of a
Renair?
jerk?
Do you think Renair has hidden depths? He's actually quite lonely.
Yeah.
I bet you.
Well, he's got friends as guards.
Yeah.
That's gotta be lonely. I've spoken to those guards.
We head into the tavern.
All right.
Good morning.
Morning, friends. You're back.
We're back.
How was your night?
So good.
Yes,
So
well
good.
rested.
That's
Good,
good.
yeah.
That's
Yes.
good. You needed the rest. You were grumpy last night. That's okay. It's not a judgment. I'm just acknowledging your depth of feelings.
Right. I'm hearing your acknowledgement of my feelings, and I am ambivalent towards it.
Cool.
How was everyone's night?
I had a great night listening to talk to himself at the bar for 3 or 4 hours before I fell
Calliope
asleep.
looks over to like where there's like the empty bottle of wine at the bar, and she's like,
Obsidian's bent over this box of wine that was just delivered, and they have it open, and they're like, 12 bottles. That's not nearly enough. 12 is not even a start, really. I suppose that's all that Frenchman could carry.
Obsidian,
Yeah.
morning.
Oh, hi, dear. I'm so sorry we had a disagreement last night.
Yes.
Meanwhile, I'm just take one of the bottles of wine, just as a sample. Put it in my
Your trousers.
House coat.
Is that a bottle of wine in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Did you see our friend Renair?
Yeah, he dropped off that wine, and then Obsidian slammed the door in his face right after he told us that he had a job from the Lord for us.
That's all we needed to know, right? It was a job.
I'm sure he was going to tell us what the job was, but now we don't know
Oh, you
because
mean
he
the
walked
job
away.
with Micaiah, the ancient grape?
I don't,
with the
I don't
ancient
know.
grain.
At the vineyard.
Yeah, the
Oh, the
vineyard.
vineyard.
Having a
Yes.
bit of trouble.
Oh, we
Goes-
should get right on that job. We should start this morning.
Well, we
Slow
should have
down.
slammed
Slow
doors
down.
in people's faces. That should be a good start.
Yeah, we should go to the vineyard. Yes.
Right now?
Well, that's
Well,
maybe.
Don't we need to get back to Mert first?
I mean,
Yeah.
hey, did you
let's
guys want
finish.
a juicy little bit of gossip?
That's not really my thing, but if it's
I gossip.
pertinent
I
to
love
what we're
gossip.
doing.
You have to tell me.
Our friend Till is a member of the Harpers, works for Mert.
No.
Oh yeah, I
Yes.
knew that.
Really?
What?
Yeah,
How'd you know that?
he had that marking on his jacket.
Oh my god. And you didn't say anything?
Nobody really asked.
True. All right.
No, just kidding, just kidding.
Aren't-
Oh, you
I was
did-
going to say.
Harpers don't identify
I was
themselves.
going to say, aren't the Harpers
fibbing.
clandestine?
Yeah, we're pretty.
Uh,
We're pretty sneaky.
Anyone could be one.
Anyone.
Even Till.
So what
So you guys saw
I'm hearing
Till.
is that we have to go to Mert to tell them about the hideout before we go to the wine.
Wrap up one
Let's-
job,
yeah.
start another.
Get our pay.
Yes,
Move on.
move
You know,
on.
check the box.
Try not
I
to
mean-
get jumped in the street by any wayward assassins along the way.
Okay.
Well,
we
I
still
mean-
have some bitter feelings in the room. I can feel it. I can hear
It's
it.
not bitter feelings. It's
No.
more like a reality that we have to be living with for the next little while,
That's true.
if
That's
not
accurate.
forever.
We could just Obsidian could just walk slightly ahead of us for ever.
You know, I'm sure it'll come to nothing.
I don't know what that saying
Assassins
means.
are famously forgiving.
Yeah. Well, if they're not being paid, they're probably not. I feel like they don't hold a grudge. I don't
Yeah.
know. What do I know?
Everybody's got to go in their time.
You know, the guilds have their rules, and I guess I broke a silly rule. And
Anyways.
if we're gonna go see Mert and then go to the wine, we should probably get started. And maybe since we're gonna be gone so long, just take another bottle.
I thought those were for the pub to sell.
Those are
But
for
you
the-
have to always sample. It's quality
that's-
control. It's,
Take-
I think that
You
I since we're talking about things as a group,
Okay.
now I have a moment with the talking stick and I can propose something.
Yeah.
Maybe new rule.
Yeah.
No drinking on the job. It's an after the job habit.
I think that's reasonable.
well, I think that would be true for normal people. However,
Well-
I've spent a lifetime building like an inoculation
But
to
you
the
walk a little weird once you've
inhibitions.
had a few glasses. It's not like a full stagger. It's just like it's a bit melodic. You look like you're walking a song.
Well,
Think
that's
of
just
the-
how elves walk. We're melodic
That's-
people.
No, we can't give them too little either.
Yeah.
Because if we don't give them enough,
Precisely. I mean, yeah, there's a correct
I-
amount
well,
of
I-
wine, and
if-
usually a bottle in the morning and a bottle in the evening is like the correct amount of.
I think maybe we should.
That sounds like
go
a
with
pirate song.
a half bottle in the morning
Yes.
and a half.
I
Well,
feel
you
like-
can do what you want in the evening, but a half bottle in the morning might be the right amount.
Couple sips of breakfast wine, and
I
then
feel
we'll
like
out
it
the
would be
door.
appropriate to if Obsidian was to present us with a doctor's note that we could sign off on.
That would be
and we could
fair enough.
all, if there's a professional that agrees with it, because I don't feel like inebriation is an everyday kind of solution. It's once in a life, not once in a lifetime, once in a while,
We just
yeah.
can't detox them with like cold turkey or you'll see.
But we just don't want them
yes.
making bad choices.
They already made bad choices.
She almost lost her arm whenever that was.
We just slammed the door in somebody's face.
I mean, I was done talking to them.
Tell you what, why don't we just bring one bottle? Don't drink it all now. Maybe have a couple sips for now and bring it with you. And we could have a couple more sips later. And you should just tell the group every time you're going to have a sip so we know.
Maybe you should dole it out to them.
I don't want to carry it. I don't want that responsibility.
I mean, it sounds reasonable. Let's just go. We'll go.
I'll dole it out to him.
Matt.
I'll give him his little they them. I will give they them and their his wine.
Their wine.
Their they them and their wine when they them and their needed it.
Precisely. Anyways, on to Mert. I'm going to hand Rojo a bottle of wine, but I still have the one in my tunic.
Well, I'm gonna take that one too.
You don't reach into somebody's tunic.
Well, but you've already got 2 bottles on board here.
This
So
relationship needs to be built on honesty and openness. We're trusting each other with our lives.
Are we?
Of course, I agree.
We are.
So I'm going to hand Rojo the second bottle of wine, and then I'm going to try my roguish thing to sneak another bottle out of a box and put it in my tunic.
All right, make a perception and stealth check.
Are we all making a perception check since
Yeah.
we're all witnessing
All
this
standing
happening?
in front of him, staring at him.
Okay,
and-
you guys can,
It
but
doesn't matter. I rolled a natural one.
you
breaks it,
drop
cuts
it,
his finger off.
and it shatters all over the floor.
Oh.
See, this is what
Obsidian.
happens when you drink too much and you get greedy. Okay, so there's your bottle of wine for the day. Tomorrow's going to be very, very difficult.
day.
Yeah, rough day for you.
Maybe
Obsidian's gonna
maybe
get
we should
grumpier
do
and
more
grumpier.
talking to
He's
help you through whatever it is you're trying to hide from.
Terribly mean green person.
Well, no, you broke the bottle.
Let's walk and talk.
Let's go. Let's just go.
So as Obsidian storms out of the group of you, I'm guessing Obsidian's first because he's angry. Storm
They
out
are
of
angry.
They're angry.
They are angry.
This is
Sorry.
going to be like this beautiful lesson in pronouns.
Yeah,
because we're going to.
I'm gonna finally get it at the end of the
episode
campaign
10 or something.
Seriously. So they storm out of the door, angry at the big green man that took their wine, and you find yourself running into a large green person with cleavage, which you're now. Your head is completely into, and as you back up,
Oh, he like ran into her.
ran into her. And as you back up, you realize it's Yagra, who was about to knock on the door as you stormed out and just ran right into her. She looks down at you. Are you done?
My lady, I am so sorry for imposing on your bosom.
Well, I wasn't complaining.
I'm just going to step aside.
Oh.
I'm here to make sure that you got the note from Erstal.
Oh, did we? Yes, we did, right? Last episode.
A couple days ago.
What was it again?
Everyone's fiercely
we've been
flipping through.
busy. We've been busy, and
Well, I can see that.
don't keep great notes.
He was hoping you'd come by the Skewered Dragon, have a conversation with you.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Oh, lots
Which
of irons
is-
on the
We
fire
could-
right
that's
now.
pretty close to here. Is he
Sure.
there
But
now?
But we,
we could just go
we
now.
also have to go to the vineyard. The
yeah,
vineyard.
we got
Can we do it tomorrow?
Okay, tomorrow would be better. We're
up-
so busy.
Quick appointment tomorrow.
Are you
We've
not
got-
interested
we've
in
got to
working
get
with
our-
the
we are
the
You know
Zed?
what?
so
Let's
interested-
just go now.
No, it's fine. It's
She's
fine.
right
Listen,
here.
we
It's
have
fine.
the sign that's coming. We've got the meetings and the vineyard. The vineyard.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow
darling.
would be
We'll,
so
push
much better.
Shatter Dragon tomorrow. Promise.
We appreciate the urgency of your matter. It's
I'll tell
just
him you were busy.
I mean, we could also 2 of us go have the meeting and 2 of us go meet with Myrtle.
You know what? I think that's actually a brilliant idea.
It's kind
Mog?
of
I think that, yes. You
I
know
mean,
what? Let's.
I know that you don't like going to vineyards, so I will go there.
No, we're
Well,
not
we're
doing
not
the
going
vineyard.
to the vineyard
Listen,
yet. That could be days away.
What?
Well, I was hoping
okay.
the your friend here, the one with the bosom trick, could come with me. Well, I mean to meet, to meet
I think that's a great idea.
Urstel.
Obsidian and anyone other than me, because I
And me.
I
And-
think
'cause I know
actually I
Myrtle
would
well.
mind going to our other appointment. Mog, maybe you and I can go. Roho, you spent a little bit of time with Obsidian. Why not?
Oh.
because he called him the greeny meanie.
Flashbacks. So good.
Yes.
Just
Yes.
Just watch.
I
Oh, and you
am
have
looking
his-
forward. No.
you have his medicine.
No. No.
Their
I-
medicine.
I left their medicine on the counter.
That's good.
Yes. He has blown through his bottle for the day.
They sure have.
They. He.
Dang.
They.
You'll get it.
I
Orcs
will.
just don't get it.
No, we don't get it. It's taking a minute.
It's maybe it's like
Okay,
a character
so-
trait of Roho.
How far is Myrtle from here?
Myrtle.
Myrtle? Mert?
Mert.
I call
North,
him Myrtle
northward.
because he looks like a turtle.
He was in the northward, about 30-minute walk.
So why don't we just meet back here in like 90-ish minutes, or when the sun moves that much across the sky. However, we
I'm
keep
feeling
time
a
in this.
little reluctant about you going to Myrtle by yourself, and it's not that I don't.
I have a
believe-
relationship with him. I'm a harper.
I know, but
Excuse me?
What? I said,
Oh.
You
I don't
hop.
think.
You
No,
know-
that's not what I said.
He's familiarly a harper by association of parentage, but as we all know, I'm sure, we're not always.
No, I don't know what she's. I play the harp. I used to be in a band with. Do you know Till from the Yawning Portal?
Yeah, I know.
I used
too.
when we were young. We were like 14, and I used to play the harp with him.
I love it. You can make a deception check, but with advantage. I love the till angle.
15.
15.
No,
All right.
sorry, 17.
Oh, even better. You don't look like much of a hawk player, but
The claws do a lot.
I could see that.
I'll show you sometime.
Okay, well, whatever. I have to go back and see Ursula. You coming with me or not?
yes, my lady.
Yeah.
You coming too?
Yeah, for sure. We need a babysitter here.
All right, 2 for 1. Well, let's go.
Yagra. Be safe.
We'll follow her.
Okay. She heads south to the dock ward, towards the Skewered Dragon, and Mog and Calliope, you're heading north towards Mert's mansion, or whatever it was called, whatever he called it. I guess we will do. Let's see which scene we'll do first. We're gonna do the
Roho.
Urstel, Roho, and
They, them,
Obsidian.
there. Yeah.
So she takes you to the Skewered Dragon, which you had been to before. This is actually one of the first taverns you had gone to.
Mm-hmm.
And you go inside, you recognize the barkeep, maybe a couple of the patrons from before that gave you some intel. I mean, it's only late morning. There's already people in there drinking. And she takes you past the bar, kind of looks like she's going towards the loo, but keeps going and opens up a door. Looks like it goes to the kitchen, but it actually goes downstairs. And you go down a couple sets. And you enter in, just sort of like a basic underground kind of warehousey looking area. There's sort of like boxes and tables and stuff down there. And in the far corner is Ursula and 2 other men. And you can see that he's working on what looks like a very large map. Looks like it's just been sort of like hastily drawn. It's not like an official printout or anything. And then it's kind of got like the classic, like pins and yarn and stuff. And there's just scribbles all over it. And as soon as he notices that you're there, he's like, oh, spins it around. Yeah, you made it.
Yeah,
Good.
We're here. Yeah.
You call and we arrive.
Oh, yes, of course. We, you did good job. I find head of Grumshar. Yagra gave it to me. You received money, yeah?
Yes.
From the Durnan.
Yeah.
I left it with him. Good.
Yeah. Sorry, the head was so mangled. It's
No, it's
gross,
good.
really.
Good. I like it's good strategy. I was worried about the Durnan. I left money with him, and I said, if they don't give you the money, I kill him too. So it's nice.
Vernon's a nice fellow.
He did, yes. Anyway, the map that you saw, not of your concern. What
No, I mean, if you'd like me to take a look at it, just for like,
no.
like
If
an
you
opinion,
look, I would probably kill you.
well, that would be unfortunate.
Yagra, out of the room, please. And she like doesn't even make a word, just spins and leaves. Now, please, sit down, of course. Can I offer you something to drink? Fine spirits, some wine, an
Water.
ale.
Wine
But
would be-
water
wine
for
would be
both
good.
of us
I
would be
would,
fine. A little bit of water.
You know, I just
It's
think
water that we need at this point in time. You know,
Fine,
Something
fine.
just
Water,
water.
okay.
Water. It's just all we need.
Yeah, an excitable bunch.
Oh.
My goodness. He just gestures to one of the guys, and they go upstairs. And he sits you down. I remember there was the 4 of you. The other 2 dead. They didn't seem
No.
very bright. I'm not surprised.
they're not dead. They're just, you know, we have so many things that we're doing. We're trying to open a pub. You know, business is difficult. I'm sure you understand.
Well, I own School Dragon. It's difficult. Yeah, it won't be long before the guilds, the merchant guilds, they after you. They want the brewers guild to be involved,
Yes.
and then you have to have the chimney sweep guild, or else you
Yes.
get fined because it's not fire code.
And the lamplighters
and the
Guild,
lamplighters guild.
I
And
know.
did you know that they have a I forget what it's called. I always call it the shit sweepers guild. But the people that clean the toilets, they want you
I
to pay
know.
for that too.
Yes.
I digress. Anyway, the job. There is a man in the dock ward around here killing some elvish dock workers, specifically elvish. And when I had first sent you this message, it's been, not quite a 10-day, but it's been a few days since you received message. I understand you're busy. But at the time, I think it was 2 assassinations, and now we're up to 4. My 2 concerns here are 1, only elf or half-elf. That leads me to believe that it is of a specific purpose. I don't know what their issue is with elvish people, but whatever the case. The other is that they are all perfectly severed from head. Yeah? Clean blade cut.
Oh.
This would lead me to believe that we are dealing with someone that, well, is obviously good with a blade, but sneaky enough to assassinate someone with a clean cut, not something very easily done. Especially in the streets of the dock ward, usually quite busy with other drunken sailors who will quite quickly mangle you.
So what I hear you're saying is that a possible assassin is trying to kill an elf.
Yes,
That's understandable.
that is exactly what I'm saying.
I'm not sure this is the job. I mean,
Oh, we'll
Well-
take it.
yes, of course. Of course we'll take it. Yes.
Good.
Hmm.
We pay, of course.
Yeah,
either in coin or in Zentrum favor. Yes, it has become quite a large concern for us. The reason being is, if I can be quite frank, this is my dock. This is my dock ward, yeah? If someone's going to be killing in the dock ward, it shall be me, not somebody else. I would like this person smudged out. They are not allowed to be here, and I don't see why the Zents need to get involved. This is best job done without a Zent hand. You understand? So it doesn't look like we are the ones concerned about another person within our streets. It's
They don't want to appear weak, like you couldn't handle an assassin roaming in your ward. I
Correct.
totally understand.
Correct. And we most certainly could, but we don't want that perception being put out there. So we outsource.
So when you say smudge, what about smear? Can I smear?
You do whatever you want. Just please, if you catch him in the act, please try to save whoever's life. You don't need to bring them back here. I'm not curious who it is. Just no more elves need to die in this area, yeah?
Can you tell us the circumstances where the other 4 have died? Like,
I can,
were
actually.
they shot from above? Were they stabbed in the back?
Well,
Their
all
throats were
severed.
cut, but yeah.
no, head completely severed.
Oh, I see.
No other wounds, which would mean that the only attack, the one and only, was the cut to their head, I suppose. So that would be it. All of them were seem to have either been around the dock ward or the docks or actual dock workers. I'm not sure that is of interest. other than elves and half-elves, but they all were near the Mule Skull Tavern, which is close to here. The Dockwater has many taverns. That's what sailors do. They go out and work, they load the boats, and they come back and they drink, yeah?
And so when you say mule skull,
Mule Skull.
is that like burro?
No, it's like Mule Skull. You know, like a donkey.
Yeah, burro.
Yes, it's another word for mule. Yes.
Mule.
Rojo, you're
mule,
correct.
Mule skull.
A burro, yes.
Burro.
yes.
Is it a burro,
An ass.
actually?
Burro.
An ass, yes.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Spanish.
Oh,
Yeah. Rojo.
oh. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I've heard.
It just kind of smeared together there.
Mm-hmm. A burro.
Burro.
I will use that.
Okay.
And if not, I will kill you.
So, I mean, I don't want to be rude.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering numbers. I think as a business people, we should always confirm the amount of the transaction that we're talking about.
Yes, of course. Only a fool would take on a job without first determining
Agree.
payments.
Yes.
What was our deal last time? 10 gold each, I think it
no,
was, or 50?
No,
100.
it was.
Oh, 100. I must have been into the drink that day.
I was kind of thinking this time that a job of this importance was worth about 500. I think.
500 total.
Yes.
Fair. Okay, I will make that offer. I will also make the offer. You say you're trying to start a tavern. I know something about starting taverns. Perhaps we help. Maybe a nudge towards some of these guilds that aren't going to charge you as much money as they normally would. So you could either get the money as gold or as a discount on the lifetime of your tavern ownership. Up to you. I will let you make the choice. You don't have to make the choice now. The offer is there. You come back and see me and you make
We'll
choice.
take it to our team. It seems like a group decision, one that we shouldn't make without them.
Very well.
A business
So they are alive. Good.
Oh, yes. They're very healthy. They're just, like I said, busy trying to open the tavern. It's You understand.
Yes. Can you both give me a quick perception check?
6.
Natural 20.
Wow. Okay. I asking for it as like I actually meant to do it earlier when you entered the room for the map. So now that it has time to sink in, Rojo, Obsidian, you were too distracted, but Rojo, you, what would you notice here? I'm just trying to think. With the natural 20, I think
It's a pretty one too. Look at it's on
Look at
the
that natural 20.
Yeah, those are the dice that
I think
Bree gave to me, and they're sparkly and
your eyes shoot over to the map,
They
but
sure
you're
do.
actually not that interested in the routes or the pins on the map initially. What you're interested in is the calligraphy, or like kind of the handwriting that distinctly says Delacar, which you would remember is the gnome that you're currently looking for. And you can see there's a few parts, areas that have been X'd out. Now, the map is too far for you to see the exact shops, but you can see that 2 are in the Castle Ward. One of them was near that Hawkman. You don't know if it's exactly there. The other is just north of the Hawkman. One is in the North Ward, kind of near Mert. And the other is in the, I forget the name of it, the Trades Ward. And you haven't really done much visiting there, so it's just kind of in that area.
so one was north of the Hawkman, and the last one was
In the Trades Ward. So with the natural 20, you noticed the name Delacar.
cool.
Ursula, I bid you that we should take our farewells and get started on this very important task. I
Yes.
have one last question.
By all means.
Was there a certain time of day that these horrible murders took place?
All evening.
All evening, after
yes.
dark.
After dark. Most dock workers are loading boats during the day, and they are not allowed to work at night. A shifty bunch. I think the captains like to keep them off the boats when it's late in the evening.
Too much booze.
Too much. Well, you get them off onto dry land, you know? Get the old salty ones a drink or two. I can understand
Mm-hmm.
that.
Your livers be swollen by then.
Well, they don't
Late
last
in the
long out
evening.
there anyway.
No,
Let
fair
the
enough.
let the boys have a drink. Anyway, I have job to do. You come see me at your convenience. I do ask that you deal with this sooner than later. But our reputation is on the line.
I'm going to stick out my hand,
Mm-hmm.
shake his hand. And does he shake my hand?
Yeah, he would.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'll shake his hand.
Okay.
And I'll just put my hand on my other hand on his shoulder and just say, "Thank you for inviting us into your space." Then I'm going to lean in and whisper in his ear. I'm going to say, "The next time he says I should have water, just give me wine."
He kind of like, when you first put your hand on his shoulder, he kind of like tenses up a bit because, I mean, you're talking to someone that deals with assassins probably pretty regularly. He tenses up, and then when you whisper that, he kind of has a chuckle and looks over to him and looks at you, and he's like, all right. Well, it was good to see you. You can leave now.
Yeah, let's go, Rojo.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Job's a job.
Yep.
And one other thing. You've never been down here before, yeah?
Down where?
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll see you later.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Coming back to Calliope and Mog, you eventually find, like, Mert kind of gave you the general area of where this house was, and I feel like you maybe looped the block once or twice, because you see one decent mansion, and then, like, a few row houses and stuff, but I think you probably would walk past and go, like, that can't be Mert's house. That's not the right house. But eventually you do figure it out, maybe by asking someone on the street, and they're like, yeah, no, that's definitely where Mert is. So you walk through his little garden gate and up the stairwell, or sorry, the pathway of stonework. Everything's overgrown. You can tell that this was probably once upon a time a nice mansion, but has just gone to shit. Like, he doesn't maintain it whatsoever. And you find yourself at the front door.
I'll let you take point on this one, Mog, since you're a bit more familiar with...
yeah, sure. I feel like he'll remember me.
Yeah, I mean, we're just letting him know that, we found the hideout. It is where he thought it was.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all, right?
Yeah, straightforward.
Brilliant. Fancy knock.
The door opens, and it's quite a young kid, not like a child, but like maybe a teenager, dressed up very nice. May I help you?
Oh, hey, little buddy. We're just looking for your dad, probably.
Oh no, are you looking for Mr. Mert?
Mr. Mert, yep.
Yes. He's upstairs. Can I ask who's here for him?
Yeah.
It's tiring.
Oh, I was waiting for you to ask.
Oh, may I ask what is your name?
I am Mog.
Okay.
Calliope Dervish.
I will be right back. Thank you. Closes the door, locks it, and maybe about 30 seconds later comes back down. He's in the back. You're welcome to pass through.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Mog kind of rubs his head as he walks by.
Please don't do that.
Good with kids, are you, Mog?
I'm not a kid. Halfway. Close the door. And in the back is Mert, and he's kind of on like a nice long stretched out sun chair, and you can see he's already trying to just kind of enjoy the open patio, but it's more of like one of those stone gazebos with kind of like the overgrown lattice and that sort of stuff, and fruit and whatnot growing in the back. And he's already having a drink as well, and just leaned back and he's like, "Oh, boy, it's good to see you,
Morning, Myrtle. How's it going?
Myrtle. This Mert.
Oh, that was a little nickname I just came up with. We don't have to.
Oh my, no.
Calliope, you remember her?
Yes,
Good morning,
of course.
Mert. How are you, darling?
Oh, lovely, lovely.
Fantastic.
You're here because of the...
We got the information you were looking for.
Excellent.
A little subtle cruise by.
Please, no, sit down. Tell me about it.
Well, it's where the big hawk statue is. Can we just speak openly in this?
Oh,
You're
yes,
not worried
of course.
about-
No,
okay.
no, it's nothing around here for days.
Well, there's
Except me.
for days.
Well,
There's-
maybe not days, but it's the life as a...
It's an expression. It's like I get it.
I like to relax back
Artistic.
here. Sometimes I read. Sometimes I drink. There's lovely grapes and some plums. The plums are in, if you'd like to try those.
Yeah, listen, we're in a little bit of a hurry today. We've got.
Yes, of course. Me
yeah.
too. Mm-hmm.
So, it's pretty simple. There's, the hawk statue, the butcher place right beside it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a secret tunnel in the back of the butcher place that goes down below the hawk statue, apparently.
No way.
Zent hideout confirmed.
In the butcher, you say?
Yeah.
Oh, that old boy. I've had a few sausages from him. He's a nice guy.
I bet you have.
Oh, settle down there, Calliope. I see where you're going with that.
He was
Old Mert.
pretty reluctant to give the information, so if it feels fair, it feels accurate. I don't feel like he was.
You don't feel like he was in on it. He's
We never really checked it out because
forced into.
the four of us going down into a hideout seemed a little. He maybe gave up the information a little easily now that I think about it.
He did quite specifically say that he wasn't, he was kind of in a bad spot. He'd been pressured into participating in this. So, he wasn't loyal to the Zents per se that I could see.
Interesting.
Well,
Not a member then.
Well, I don't know. Well, no, he does have the tattoo. Yes.
I feel like he might have been
maybe
flubbing some of that information.
He was a bit worried about us killing him, I think.
Did he get your names?
Well, I may have accidentally spilled the beans on Obsidian's name. I had a bit of a slip up on my part. That was my mistake.
Are you friends with Obsidian?
Oh,
We work together.
They are very dear to me. Yes.
Okay. That may be a complication, but perhaps one the Harpers can deal with. It's not something incapable of our network. Just a little, like a rotten fruit that I'll have to deal with. Don't like rotten fruit.
While we're sort of talking about that,
but rotten fruit, did you have a plum?
No,
You have to pick the right one.
It was an allergy.
If you feel it and it's nice and firm, like a nice bosom, then you know it's right.
Let's be serious.
I feel like describing a bosom as feeling like a plum is like the move of someone who's never touched a breast in their life, and they're like they feel like a nice ripe plum. They got the hard pit inside? Question mark? Right?
That's Mert perfectly. He's like talks about it, but he's like never been with a woman. So I've heard, anyway.
Legend.
My
This
books
is
say so.
A request from a Harper to a Harper.
I'm listening.
Okay. Turns out our friend Obsidian, that we were just speaking of, has had a bit of... What's the relationship like between the Assassin's Guild and the Harpers?
Ooh. Well, the Harpers look to purify the streets, really. They're not really in a position of power, though, are they? They're just brutes that are outsourced for money. So, not much of a position with them. I wouldn't say we're enemies, but they aren't of a concern.
Let me just tell you the situation, maybe see. So, Obsidian told us that he had a bit of a mishap with them in his past. They had a bit of a mishap in the past. And they're pretty confident that there's a hit out on them right now.
Oh my! If there was a hit out on them, they would already be dead.
That's what I said. But
we did.
Is there a way
we did specifically notice. Well, they did specifically notice some shadowy type figures following us after we were at the market square.
Did you know?
Yeah.
The very square with the butcher.
Yes.
Oh dear. I feel like you may have ended up an inadvertent target. This may be my doing. Well, unless he is involved with the Assassin's Guild, I feel like maybe you have caught yourself in a web that you didn't realize you were in.
That's for sure. So what I was getting at, what I was hoping, is there a way that could you reach out and find if this is an active hit that's happening?
Oh, yes. Well, I might be able to reach into the network and gain some intel.
Put a stop to it.
Yes. Well, you'll have to come back, or I can send word to you. Where may I find you?
The place that you contacted us most recently.
You're still at the tavern?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, of course. Oh, yes. I was going to come visit for your opening. Do you have a date yet?
It's still in the works.
Yes, trying to make it just perfect.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well, you'll probably have to deal with the guilds first, of course.
Yes.
We're having a
Bit of
hard
a headache,
time with
to be
wine
honest.
supply right now.
Yes.
I
Never
see.
ending.
But yeah. Anyways, that's...
I do have a question.
Okay. I probably have an answer.
Did you try the plums?
Do you
That's
mean-
not my question.
Oh.
I was just thinking about it. There was a young bard that came in and worked with me, and he's been a member of the Harpers now for a little while. His name, he goes by the alias 3-String, but his real name is Till.
Till.
Yes, you know him.
We know Till.
Yes.
Oh my. Well, he was quite aware of the group of you. I had mentioned that you had taken on this job. He had seemed quite incapable of taking it on for himself and was asking if he could join others. And then I asked him if he would be able to take on a few tasks on his own to see if he was trustworthy or capable. And it would seem that he's rather immature. And when I told him that I have some new candidates, and I had mentioned who you were, just so that if he were to run into you, it wasn't of concern, and was quite taken aback, especially at your friend's Calliope there. He did mention her name. Is there a relationship there I should be concerned about? An ex-boyfriend or something?
No, it's like more of like a ex-nemesis type. We're not really getting along. It's just personal
it's just
stuff.
like little jabby.
Yeah, just it's just a bit of fun and games. You know, I tease Till teases me. Except now, he is a bit upset about it. So, my mistake is a bit. It might be. Calliope kind of like glances at Mog. She's kind of like weighing, like, she doesn't want to appear too soft on Till, but she's also feeling really bad about what happened the other night. She's like, I don't know. Till's a long-time member of the Harpers, you said?
Oh, relatively long, yes.
I'm just getting the sense that his feelings were a little bit hurt when you gave us the job. So if you want to give him, like, a job he could do to make him feel important, it might help, maybe. Not that I care. It doesn't mean anything to me. It's just if I did care, or if I was involved in the situation, it would be a suggestion that I would give, something he could do easily that would make him feel a bit better about himself, and also might put him in maybe a setting where he could make a few friends.
Yes. Friends of the Harpers, that could be good for him. You're right.
Seems a bit poorly socialized, which I don't know anything about myself personally, because I'm very well socialized.
I see. A good fit for a budding Harper, perhaps.
Oh, me?
Well, the group. It's interesting.
Oh, are you saying that he should join us?
Well, not join, of course not. But maybe someone to teach him the ways of the Harpers.
Oh, no, I think I actually meant someone else, like a different group of people.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, like you could send him to a singles mixer, at a...
He doesn't really... We don't really share a vibe, He's kind of... the guy from the castle? The young guy with the weird, like, princess hair?
Renair.
He's kind of like him.
Oh, Renair would be a good... that would be
start
a good
team.
friendship there. Yeah, you should set... You know what?
Yes.
Now, Renair does love to play that 3-Dragon auntie at the Shattered Dragon. So, I mean...
Wonderful game.
Maybe some sort of job.
I'm not too bad at it myself.
Yes, maybe you and Till could go and do, like, a little bit of a fake recon job at the Shattered Dragon.
Me and Till?
Or
no,
Till on his own,
not.
and he could maybe meet Renair. I don't know. It's not really our problem. It's just, if you're wondering. But no relationship, nothing happened. And that's that.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, anyways, I did read a book about something like that once. It just made me think of it. You're probably here for, to
kind of wrap
share
up the
information. Yes, but of course, payments.
Yes.
Were you hoping for coin or from the help of the Harpers?
Do we have to decide right now?
You may call on us as you see fit.
Sure.
For now, we will call it hesitant to call it a debt, as the Harpers don't hold debts for people. But
An
I will,
IOU?
Yes, I will remember it as a favor.
Sure.
And do try the plums on the way out.
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
Just like a bosom.
That's what I've heard,
Okay. It's always great to see you.
Mert. Yes.
Myrtle? Is that... Can we do that?
No.
Okay.
No, it's not Mortel. But I am ready for a nap, so this is.
You were
this is
just
fine.
sleep. You were napping when we got here.
Yes. It's
That happens when I lay in the sun. too.
Second
It's-
nap.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, I was going to read that book, but I've decided not to.
Calliope picks up a plum on her way out. She like kind of shakes it at
Oh,
him and like
yes,
winks
yes.
and takes a bite and
Oh,
heads on
enjoy.
out.
Before we actually
Oh.
leave, just is there any more work that we should be considering right now? Anything else for us, or
Nothing
check back
I'm
in a
aware
while?
of, but
We're just trying to keep things rolling, you know.
Yes. Oh, no, of course. And you have shown that you are quite capable. I think I will probably have someone investigate this hideout in a little more detail. And should we need your help, the Harpers will of course contact you. And in the meantime, I will look into this little obsidian problem that you have. Yeah.
Yeah, just be well, you know.
Yes,
know,
of course. Yes.
Harper's always conduct
Mhm.
themselves properly, but
Yeah.
So, okay, we're gonna go.
Well, thank you for visiting. At any time you want to come by, please. Business or not.
We met your
I do
son
li-
at the front. He seemed very nice, great manners.
Oh, that's not my son. He's just the door boy. But thank you.
You have a door boy?
Oh, yes. I can't get up and check the door every 5 minutes.
Okay.
You don't answer your door, do you?
I answered the door this morning. Yeah.
Oh, my. Okay. Well, that's what makes us different, I suppose.
Yeah.
Takes all kinds, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I. Never mind. I'll just. Bye.
You guys are weirdo.
So he's already like snoring.
I feel like he was pretty drunk. I feel like he probably makes his own wine with those plums.
Might be a good friend for Obsidian. Look at this. We're finding friends for everyone today.
We could
Renan,
start a little
Till.
matchmaking business.
How do
on
you
the
like
side.
that? Yeah. So, but it's like for friendship, you know. Like if you're a lonely person, you can find a buddy. You know, call Calliope and Mog.
What
Is it-
happened with Till?
Oh well,
You got weird there for a minute.
yeah. Well, yes. I mean, I guess I feel a bit poorly about it. When Rojo and I left the old haunt the other night, Till actually was out and met us, and it was really weird. He was like leaning against the wall. He had kind of like a little fancy hat on that was tipped all low, and
Was he drunk?
I know he just was. I think he was trying to be menacing, but it was kind of just funny, you know. And I laughed at him, and he was like, "Oh, don't laugh at me. It's quite serious." And then that kind of just pissed him off, and that was really funny too. And then he was upset with us for working with Mert, and I think he kind of felt we were stepping on his toes. And then he started to cry, and I think he was like, I think he's a bit lonely. And then so me and Rojo had been thinking about playing a couple pranks on him that night to cheer me up, and just because it's funny to pick on Till, but it didn't feel funny at all. Actually, I felt
Sad. Bad.
I didn't feel good. I felt uncomfortable.
I just didn't really get what Mert even brought out. Like, what is it our business? If
Everyone
he was
seems
gonna...
very interested in my situation with Till. He's just a bard at the yawning portal who I heckled, and now
But it kind of felt like Mert was asking our permission for it to be okay to give Till more work. Like, just give him a job if you want to give him a job. That doesn't have anything to do with us.
I don't know. It was kind of weird.
Drama.
Yeah, I
not
don't want
my
to be
thing.
involved in all that shit.
No.
Isn't it weird that this is the first time we've ever hung out, just the two of us,
Well, we walk lots, but we don't really talk too much.
Yeah.
Kind of.
But I guess I made it weird by bringing it
Yeah,
up.
that's okay.
Yeah.
You want to ask me a question?
No.
Okay.
So as you guys are having this conversation, are you heading back to Ye Olde Haunt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I imagine, unless you guys had business, Obsidian and Rojo are going to be there. So I'd imagine everybody eventually rendezvous back at Ye Olde Haunt.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And
Very good.
Rojo will be taking the wine bottles and putting them way up top on the
Out of Obsidian's reach.
out of his reach.
I love it.
It's like noon. I mean, there's
Oh, he's gonna seizure soon. I'm sure of it.
hi.
Oh, hey, Rojo.
It's nice to have you back.
Hey, Obsidian. How'd it go?
You seem much more
Perky.
perky than normal. That's good. It's good to see. I feel like we're
Clear-eyed.
meeting the real Obsidian today,
Yeah.
maybe.
Oh.
Yes.
Clear-eyed.
Yes.
Bushy
Hey,
tailed.
good news.
There's
We've
news.
got the Harpers working on the assassin thing.
Yes.
Oh.
He's
How-
gonna. Well,
how did you do that?
Not that we just asked him.
Yeah,
not that
Mog
he can.
did some quick thinking, actually. Bravo, Mog.
Mog, I am at your service.
Well, there's no promises. He's just
Oh.
gonna look into it, see if he can find out if there's maybe an
Oh.
active hit at this point. He doesn't have the power, I don't think, to put a stop to it, but he can at least let us know what the plan is.
Oh, well,
He did seem very concerned about the two followers or watchers or spies that we
yes.
saw after the butcher. He didn't like that, so
Yes.
we should be alert,
Cautious.
more alert than normal. I
he
think.
will investigate.
He's
He
going to
said.
look into it. He's going to check his network and do his best. So
And we also have to decide if we're going to take money or Harper favor for that job.
Well,
So-
we have some money right now, and we may potentially need favors. This pub is not going to open itself.
I do think a favor from the Harpers is worth its
pretty
weight in
valuable.
gold. I think we should keep that in our back pocket, especially with, I don't know. I have a feeling we're a bit entangled in something.
It's getting deeper.
So,
yes.
Rojo and I also have news.
Oh yes.
We've accepted a new job. I hope that's okay.
Oh sure.
That's why we're here.
Add it to the list.
And it might be related to this whole assassin thing, and it might not. I don't know. How did you feel, Rojo?
Oh, I felt great about it.
Yeah. So we, as far as payment goes, we said we didn't know if we wanted favors from the gang in helping us deal with the guilds, with the messiness of opening a tavern, or if we wanted cold hard cash. Either way, I said we needed to consult with you.
Can I tell you, I don't know how I feel about accepting a favor from the Zentarim. But it's just, I don't mind working with them on a,
Cash.
cash basis. There's no strings attached. Even accepting a favor, it creates kind of a working relationship
We
that
don't really want the tavern to be known as
associated as like a Zentarim
Yeah.
bar. I don't mind. Again, I don't mind associating with them. It's good, good for a job and good for the cash. And still seems like a fine person. But yes, I don't know if I want us to be like a Zentarim bar.
That's a good point.
We can sleep on it, but I think
Well, no matter, we didn't commit one way or the other. The job is very simple. We just need to solve a murder. 4 murders.
four murders.
just solve 4 murders.
Yeah,
Well, no, that's not really what we're having to do. We just
we have to murder the murderer.
Oh, double murder.
It's more of a smear.
Smudge. I
Smear.
believe he said.
He said I could choose,
Okay.
and I choose smear.
I'm not.
Could we do it as a splatter?
Rojo, I don't know why I didn't talk to you about this, but I have to be honest. I don't really know what a smudge and a smear are.
I think it just means to,
Could we
take
just
care
talk
of the
about
problem.
job for a second?
Oh yes. Anyways,
Curious.
so some elves are unfortunately being assassinated in the dock ward after dark.
Wait, some elves are being assassinated?
Yeah.
I know it's a coincidence, right?
It's a coincidence?
One.
This doesn't sound like a
It
coincidence.
doesn't. I know it's suspiciously feeling like.
Kind of shitty
You?
assassins, though. Hey, if they, have 4 different elves, they're just kind of walking out, being like,
Very
"Oh, maybe this
racist.
is it. This elf is it that elf?" Like, I think, I don't know. It does feel like a weird coincidence, but you'd think the Assassin's Guild wouldn't just kill elves willy nilly.
We don't know it's the Assassin's Guild. We know it's an assassin.
Well, that's what I'm
because
saying.
So it could be like a racial hate crime
Could be.
more so than someone trying to wipe out all the elves.
Yeah.
All we know is it's 4 elves or half elves after dark in the dock ward.
Oh, that just sounds easy.
Yes, and
No, I'm being sarcastic.
near the Mule Skull Tavern, or as Rojo calls it, the Burrow.
Burro.
Mm.
Burrow.
So, is there a timeline on this project?
It's one of those like as soon as possible, preferably yesterday.
Just, people
Kind of
are
like right now
dying.
kind of
Yes. So put a pin in the vineyard.
But
No,
we.
oh,
but
no.
wait.
Mm.
But wait. We haven't talked to Silver Bench.
She doesn't
Silver
need us to talk to her
Wrench.
because the
It's the
task was
vineyard.
to go to the vineyard.
Just go to
That's
the
the
vineyard.
vineyard.
Just talk to Micaiah.
Believe me, Lady Silverhand does not want to talk to us.
No.
She sent Renier, made him feel important,
I
even though
feel-
he's a pathetic.
I feel like we could knock out this job on the docks pretty quick.
I think
Just
so
kill a
too.
guy. Yes.
Yeah,
Just
well,
use
we have an
obsidian as-
elf.
We have an elf.
Yeah.
Oh, go, bait and switch.
There we go.
Well, I
The
don't know about
switch
the
being
The
that
switch is
we
to just
kill
kill
the
the other-
person.
kill
Yeah,
the
like,
killer.
haha, gotcha.
Yeah.
Are you suggesting that I'm bait?
Bait.
Yes.
We go down to the docks at dark. You sit there with a fishing pole, and we wait for someone to try
I-
to shoot you.
I don't fish.
Well, more take his
you'll
head
put-
off.
it's a
Clean
character.
it.
Oh, well, perfect.
Sever.
That means it's clean.
Perfectly severed.
That means it's close contact,
yeah.
right? They're not going to shoot him from a distance.
Them.
Unless it's a
Well,
spinning
What time?
blade.
What time is it? It's like lunchtime.
It's afternoon, yeah,
You
midday.
know, this would not happen till the evening. We have plenty of time to go to the vineyard this afternoon, and then to use me as murder lure.
Okay, let's
Later.
be democratic about this. Maybe? What?
Arm wrestle.
I feel like I'm being the adult in this group sometimes. Anyways. Arm wrestle?
Arm wrestle.
You're definitely the adult in this group.
Why don't we just vote on which job we want to do first?
Well, that's.
But we don't have to vote. Like, we can't do the murder job until dark. If we have like 5 hours.
But we don't. It's
But
going
we
to
need
take
to
us
set
that
up
long to go to the
set up.
vineyard and back.
Yeah, where was
We're
the
not gonna
vineyard
do
again? How far out
anything.
is it?
The vineyard is in the Undercliff, which you would know to be in the farmland outside of the
So
city.
we'd have to travel out of town.
But Renier had said to visit the
Oh.
the winery first.
Yes. The winery is in the city.
Is in the North Ward, up top.
Yeah, I mean, why not just hit the winery real quick? Just see what the job is.
Okay.
And then do the dock ward in the evening.
I was just thinking that we might want to go check out the docks before the evening.
Oh, scope it out. Talk to some people.
Talk to some people.
That's
see if
actually
there's any weirdos
A
around.
really good idea, Mog. You're right.
Getting good at this. I think.
You are.
I have an idea. I'm just putting it out there. I have
We're not sampling anything.
I have no ulterior motive. I just want to.
It's going to be about wine.
Since I am clearly the
Ready?
bait. There's no point in introducing the bait.
So you
early.
should stay.
So I should go to the winery.
Yeah.
Just find out what the job is while
Okay.
you
I got
all
an idea.
investigate the dock ward and prep for it, so that when I arrive ready to be murdered, that you're you don't put the bait in early.
I think that's a great plan.
Well, I think
But
we'll
I
chum
think
the water.
that someone needs to go with Obsidian, and Till is looking for some companionship and a mission.
That is a fantastic idea.
Why don't we get Till?
That is so
He would
good.
love it. And Till and Obsidian seem okay. There's not like the tension
have
that.
What do you
Nope.
mean okay?
I have no problem spending time with a bard.
Yeah,
I
see?
worked with plenty of bards in various courtyards.
It'll take a bit of the pressure off all these negative feelings
Right.
that Till's feeling towards us.
I absolutely would love to go with Till.
That's a good idea.
Do we know how to contact Till?
Of course
we know where he
do,
works. It's- By the
Durnan,
time we get up there, he'll probably be around early
Durnan
afternoon.
told me he has the next couple days off.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, I'm sure he would be easy enough to find.
Yeah,
Everyone in town.
I'll go
probably knows
find
him.
Till. You
No, I think we should.
Yeah. We should
Let's
all
make
look
sure, because if
together.
he's not up for it, we don't want to. Or if we can't find him, it's not a good. There's assassins after you. There's no way you're going alone.
We can't have that.
That is too risky.
And I think that's where we're going to wrap episode 5.
just can't.